Hail and well met, and welcome back to part 3 of the Dungeon Scrawlers' second day of gaming for the Extra Life charity campaign. Today, we are gaming in support of Extra Life, which receives donations for Children's Miracle Network, helping children's hospitals across the U.S. and Canada. My name's Ben Rowe. I'm going to be DMing most of part 3 here, and my donations today are going to the Alberta Children's Hospital, and you can find my incentives page in the chat and hopefully donate and give some advantages to our players tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the game and what's going on, but before I do that, we're going to go around and learn about everybody else who's on this call, because it is a big call, and I'm going to throw it over to Erik.
Aha! I am Erik Scott to be one of the founding members of the Dungeon Scrawlers. As you can see, most of us founding members are here on this call, and it is wonderful to be reunited with all of you in a game once again. I am so happy about that. I'm a writer, game designer, Twitch streamer. You can find my stuff online. My website is just erikscotttobe.com. You can find my works on Amazon, wherever. And I am playing Sarshan, the very enthusiastic, hot-headed, and impulsive but kind-hearted himbo of the Westgate Irregulars. And I'll just pass it over to Erin next.
Hi, I'm Erin M.Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga and the Books of the Usurper series. I'm also one of the co-hosts of writing about dragons and shit. And I was the DM of the first game of this trilogy. I am playing Cecilia, who is a half-elf warlock. We can admit it now. We can embrace it. And I will also be running Ilya Doloskaya, Artificer Extraordinaire, and Florian's best friend, who I will throw to Treavor.
Hey, I'm Treavor Bettis. I'm playing Florin Morin, who is also 100% a warlock. And yeah, I'm one of the co-hosts writing about dragons and shit, and I'm very excited to play in a giant, awesome, epic battle of awesomeness. And I'll pass it over to Emily.
Hi, I am Emily Teng. I'm a writer and game designer at Wizards of the Coast. Disclaimer, all thoughts and opinions expressed in the stream are my own and do not represent Wizards of the Coast. And I am playing Calith Amakir, an Averial X-ish necromancer. I still have the spells, but I do not do that, actively go down that path anymore. Blade Singer, with, I don't know, what else I say? Bone wings that are no longer just bone because other people gave her some feathers to stick on them. Rhiannon.
Hey, I'm Rhiannon Held, haver of a back that is recovering from surgery, so thus being off camera so that I can rest it. And I am the author under Rhiannon Held of the Urban Fantasy Silver series, and under RZ Held of the Amsterdam Institute Space Opera series. And I'm playing Artemisia, half-elf sorcerer who's very fashionable and really likes lightning. And Shanna.
Hi, I'm Shanna Germain. I'm co-founder and co-owner of Montecook Games and a fiction writer as well. I'm playing a Ranger Danger today named Robin with my winged snake named Ham. And I am Florin's childhood friend, come back to definitely haunt him a little bit. Oh, sorry, passing it on is Yang Yang.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Yang Wang, and I am another one of the Dungeon Scrawlers. I play Stong MacGuck, the barrel-chested, barrel-wearing, very hairy heir to the Murder Bear tribe. I'm also an employee of Wizards of the Coast. All thoughts and opinions are my own and do not represent Wizards of the Coast at all. Passing it on, lastly but not least, to Ben again, I guess? Or are we done?
Did we get everybody?
I think we got everybody.
Wow.
You're efficient.
Well, we've been doing this for years, so, you know, all right. Take it away, Ben.
Okay. So, it's been a bit of a crazy morning for everyone here. First up, the boys. You guys were out all night for Florin's bachelor party. Florin is getting married in a couple of 10 days, and his best friend, Ilya, wanted to throw him a killer bachelor party, and he was surprised to find that his other best friend, Rhiannon, showed up, as did all of his other best friends, with the exception of Sturge, who sent a crate full of chapbooks in lieu of attendance. You guys got super drunk on Jeweled, to the point where you woke up the next morning and didn't remember what had happened to you guys. You spent the morning retracing your steps, trying to figure out what happened. You've put a bit of a picture together, namely that you guys were all having a fun time at the party when Florin got a sending stone call in from Cochin, his spy master with the Harpers here in Westgate, asking Florin to handle a mission for her, which involved sort of intercepting a deal going on where the Red Wizards of Thay were buying a magic item called a Gong of Dispelling from a Zentarum agent who had stolen it from the show people in Westgate. And the Harpers don't want to get it into Red Wizard hands. So Florin tried to duck out, Peter Parker style, to take care of this.
That's a very strong accusation.
And it failed. The entire group went with him on a drunken adventure, which proved surprisingly effective. I think you guys knocked out a couple of Red Wizards. The Sunites might have killed them later. It's unclear. And you did sort of intercept that transaction, get that magic item. You also, along the way, found a baby kraken in the harbor, which you used to distract some Red Wizards. It's gone now. The Sunites also dealt with that. How exactly is also unclear. But celebrating your great victory, you went and all got matching tattoos, spell rot tattoos, which have greater restoration in them, which you guys haven't used yet as of the end of part 1. But if you did use, would cure your hangovers.
I play Dark Souls. I want a hard game, okay? Leave me alone.
Okay. After that, you guys, after the tattoos, that is, you guys went down to the beach, did a bonfire, had a big party. Somewhere along the way, you lost the witch hut. That part is still a big question mark in your memories, but somewhere along the way, you lost the witch hut. But during the beachside party, you had a contest to see whose pact weapon could destroy whose, between the two Hexblade warlocks, Florin and Sarshan. Turns out it sort of cancels each other out, and they were both broken, leading to Florin having to get Malfeasance fixed by a cloaker moaning at it. And just so that he didn't feel that cloaker so awkward, all of y'all had to moan at it too. So Malfeasance is fixed. You've got that part figured out. Also, at some point, Ferris lost an arm. Gave it, really, to Sarshan to replace his lost pact weapon.
I used it for a while. That's a great club.
And Ferris was then, at some point, polymorphed into a monkey. My memory is that you guys did...
Consensually, we think.
Consensually, you think. Ferris was polymorphed back. So you have Ferris back with you. You all have some hangovers. And you had lost the witch hut until you spotted it across the harbor doing some really strange stuff. If you
Can I
guys...
interject one small
yes,
thing
please,
that
Erin.
I forgot to mention. When you left the witch hut for your mission, Lorcan was in the witch hut. And he said, I'll just wait behind. I'm not gonna...
Yes, you are missing the witch hut and you're missing Lorcan. You're also missing the Gong of Dispelling. That was your mission to sort of intercept. You don't know what happened to that because it wasn't in that chest. What was in that chest was the baby kraken. So you guys were sort of around, if you're on Roll20, sort of around this area of the city. And you spotted the witch hut out on a pier around this part of the city, which means that
any of that.
Yeah,
you're not seeing the
showing
pigs?
up.
No.
Oh no. Roll20, how can you
Are you in the right layer?
Yeah. Are you on the?
Make sure you're on the
Oh,
token
hey,
layer.
there we go. That's why
Yeah,
things
yeah.
aren't happening. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you guys were about over here
Mm,
with the House of Delight. You spotted the witch hut about over here.
mm.
Mhm.
So you need to cross the harbor.
That's a long jump.
You might have stolen a boat to get there. And my question for you all right now is, on the maybe commandeered boat ride over, did you utilize your spell rot tattoos to give yourselves greater restorations?
Yeah.
It seems important, so yes.
Florin would have made sure everybody did.
Okay.
I
So
think
you
we'll move this to a different, maybe in here looks cool.
We can add it back later. It's okay.
I was considering with that tattoo, which of the dimensional twins that tattoo depicted, and ultimately the cognitive dissonance was too great. And so I had to
Just
use
like,
the
no.
tattoo for greater restoration.
Yes, and now you don't need to solve that question.
Right.
If you ever get that tattoo again, you're like, I need to make sure I have the right twin.
That's correct.
So we never ask it.
So everyone from part 1, you no longer have a hangover, which means you no longer have disadvantage on ability checks. You've crossed the docks, gotten to the pier, and that is where you see the witch hut. But before I describe that scene, there's a whole part 2 that needs to be recapped, wherein Cecilia, who is the one who owns the witch hut, made the witch hut with a hag ritual she stole. She gifted the use of her witch hut, a sort of 2-story cottage on a pair of secretary bird legs. Altogether, it stands about 50 feet tall. She gave the use of this to her interdimensional twin, Ilya, for the bachelor party. Without a place to stay, she crashed at Briar House. And waking up the next morning, dragged Artemisia away from wedding planning, her sister Artemisia away from wedding planning, to some brunch, dim sum, and mimosas. There they met up with Calith and got hit on by like a surprising number of guys, and got just so many drinks bought for them. It was a lot to take in, but they did take in all of the drinks. One of the individuals there, who was intrigued by them, was a werewolf by the name of Lavrin. And Cecilia and the others intimidated him off because Artemisia, is no longer about that sort of casual one-night stand life. She's getting married. But it turns out Lavrin was a harper. And a message was delivered to him at the table where the ladies were, and Lavrin no longer was. And Cecilia talked the young Aarakocra girl into just giving the ladies Lavrin's Harper communique. As you do. They didn't know. They didn't know at the time. Turns out that was written in code, which Kalis quickly figured out was a book code where...
Figured it out, but then took forever to actually do.
Yes. Figured it out. It was a
in
book
drunk
code.
time, it felt short.
Yes. It indicated page 24 of a certain book, and then it had a number of numbers. Each number corresponded to a word on the page. But what book? Well, it turns out Calith earlier had already pickpocketed a chapbook off of Lavrin, and this chapbook bore the title The Devil and the Daughter, A Tale of Lovers and Lineage, part of the Dubious Dalliances Westgate Irregulars library by the Orsino Literary Artists Group. It was a spicy chapbook about Florin and Artemisia, and the page that was used for the book code was right when things were really heating up. So they had to pore over that page over and over again to figure out the message.
I see Florin is also on team. Let's go burn this publisher down because they did it to me once and it's not okay.
You figured out the code, which indicated that there was a big problem at the Red Consortium, which is the name of the Thayan Enclave in Westgate. You headed over there to discover that A, the building no longer had a roof, B, it was on fire, And C, you had walked into the middle of a massive Harper Red Wizard mage battle. However, as skilled as these Red Wizards may have been, as skilled as those Harpers may have been, they weren't level 18 adventurers who have saved the world on multiple occasions. And so Caliph made short work of 2 of the Red Wizards. The third one was killed by sort of a combination of Cecilia, one of the Harpers, and a finishing move from Artemisia. And you learned that a large number of magic items had been stolen from the Red Consortium by a house with bird legs that ripped the roof off and took a bunch of magic items and left. In the fight with the Harpers, the Red Mages assumed they were under attack by some force, and the building caught on fire, and the Harpers you talked to have remained behind to watch over like all those magic items that are just kind of lying around now and make sure that those don't cause any chaos, while the 3 of you have gone off to try and find the witch hut, because that certainly is the description, kind of matches. And according to the Harpers, it was running amok through Westgate. Then you spotted the witch hut down at the end of a pier, dancing. So that gets us all caught up. That pier is this one over here. And I'm going to move us over onto the battle map now. I will say, for folks who are watching along, check out my incentives page for anything you might want to give these guys to help with this big fight. Check out Erin's incentive page. I think some of those things may still apply. Donate. We are still trying to hit our goal, and it's for a good cause. Okay. All right. Is everybody looking at a map of some piers? All right, fantastic. So we're just going to go through this one thing at a time. The first thing, the boys are over here on that boat that they stole or commandeered or borrowed. It's fine. It doesn't matter. So everyone should be able to control their own tokens, hopefully. And you see that there are the 6 of you, including the unpolymorphed Ferris. As for the ladies, they have run over from the Red Consortium to join in the situation. You guys are down here.
Okay.
And you should be able to control your token and move it around and all that kind of stuff. So is everyone able to move their tokens around? Is everyone finding that they can click on them and do stuff?
Yep.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. And then, of course, over here, we have the witch hut. Let me just see something. So the witch hut, as I mentioned before, stands about 50 feet tall. The secretary bird legs, which are now webbed feet so that it could paddle through the harbor, are about 25 feet tall, and then it's a 2-story building on top of that. So it takes up, a fair bit of room. And it is dancing. It also, the lights are kind of going wild, which, it's a fireplace inside and, candles, and yet they all seem to be, shifting color constantly. It's a very elaborate display. And is there anyone here who is trained in the nature skill? Has
Stong
proficiency?
Sarshan is.
Okay. I would like the 2 of you to make nature rolls. I also feel like, Shanna, you've got to have.
I am. I just realized I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay, great. So the 3 of you, please roll that check for me.
29.
Damn.
23.
Also 23.
Oh, wow.
Math on my fingers in front of everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. You guys are great. You recognize what the witch hut is doing. At least kind of. It's a version of something you recognize, which is
Mating dance.
it's a mating dance.
No.
It is absolutely a mating dance. It is putting on some sort of display to impress something.
Right, my
Ryan.
friend.
So you know the question I had earlier if the witch hut is male or female? I feel like it gets a lot more relevant now.
Oh yeah, there were some questions in the chat during part 1 that were also now very relevant.
There were a lot of questions about it during
Apparently
part 1.
anatomical questions.
Like I created a monster in the very best way.
So, you guys can see that, yeah, something weird is going on. And before either of the two groups have much of a chance to react, there is a wave in the harbor. Massive, black, and a splash as a huge form emerges from the depths. It is a massive serpent, maybe 60 feet long in total, and it has sort of green eyes, sharp teeth, and those of you who have been in Westgate long, those of you who've been in Westgate for a really long time, are able to recognize, when you see it, the Quelzarn, the legendary sea serpent that is said to dwell in the harbor of Westgate, but doesn't really make a lot of appearances anymore, to the point where it's not clear if it's an urban legend or not. But I do believe some of the oldest members of the Irregulars team have run into the Quelzarn, maybe on one occasion in the past. And so you're able to identify this monster. Shanna, Ryan is sort of something of a monster nerd, right?
Yeah, yes.
Can you give me another nature check, please?
Yeah. 12.
Okay. Quelzarn are super rare. You don't know a lot about them. Once upon a time, there was maybe more of them around. Maybe even more here in Westgate, but it seems like a lot of them have died off. This is an extremely rare sight. But you do know, at least from the size of this thing, that if this is indeed a genuine Quelzarn, it is a greater Quelzarn, which means that it is intelligent, capable of strategy. It is a wily creature. It is also, in this moment, transfixed on the witch hut and its dance. It is almost swaying to what the witch hut is doing. It seems quite interested. What do you guys want to do?
I have to make a confession really quick in case it matters.
Yeah, now seems like a great time for that.
Okay, so, you know, when I said that I did a present for Cecilia and it made her house smarter,
Uh-huh.
one of the things that I used, because I couldn't get the same stuff as I did in my world, it's got some Quelzarn glands involved, and, you know, maybe it's got some effects. It seems like you think they're gonna murder each other. I think Cecilia will kill me if the house gets killed.
Elliot, next time you make a house smart, start smaller first.
What?
Let's do a few tests.
Cecilia made the whole house with that hack book. When I use it one time, I'm in trouble.
Well, no, it's just that's happening now. So
How was I supposed to know? You guys had a Quelzarn living in the harbor.
I'm
It's a well-known legend, at least around here.
You know, this is not a bad point. Ilya is not from this world.
But hey, we gotta act to like
Anywho.
intercept it or something, right?
yeah. Maybe if we can get the house to stop dancing, the Quelzarn will go away.
Can
The ladies are there. They have run up. They are seeing this situation. They are seeing the same scene I described to everybody else.
Can we see the boys on the boat?
I think so.
Stong is very tall and big.
Yeah.
It's also like, it's basically, by now it's probably near high sun, so you've got great visibility. You see the boys on the boat for sure.
Yeah, Cecilia's gonna like storm up as much as she can and be like, "What did you do?"
Shit.
Cecilia!
Ah, my love.
This is the one?
No, that's Cecilia. That's my fiance's sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And my
Why?
beloved.
Why is my house dancing on a pier?
Well, it's funny you asked. Ilya was just explaining
Throw me under
that.
the boat?
Somehow, glands from a beast ended up inside it.
Yeah, but hey, we got a boat and a bunch of money. Here's your 15% in a box.
And it has now drawn a romantic rival from my friend Rye here. High fives.
He and the house have a thing now. But I think if we can get it to stop dancing, with the giant snake monster thing might go away.
Okay.
Do you think if
This
I
is
get
not
you,
over.
do you think if I get you to the front door, you can get in there and try to do something?
I mean, I'm hoping I'm loud enough I can just shout at it from here. She's gonna get a little closer to the house and she's gonna go, "Hey, knock it off!
Sarshan's
Put
gonna
it back
hop
in
off
your
the boat.
pants!"
Put it.
What is
Put
that?
your shingles back on.
Back on.
Where's your
You bad
dignity?
Common hussy.
The house
wow.
does not seem to be listening to you,
Mhm.
which, to be fair, it was never very good at listening to you,
No.
and often kind of took off with a mind of its own, and it's certainly not listening to you now. So whatever Ilya did to it that he thought was going to make it more compliant doesn't seem to have worked.
Does nobody tell her that I did anything?
Hi, quick question. Where are the glands?
Ilya knows, and then Sarshan's gonna leap off the boat onto the dock.
Is that an out of character thing? Because Ilya was talking on the boat just to the guys.
Yeah, that's right.
I said there were glands in the. There are some manner of glands.
Yeah, Sarshan's very loud.
Sarshan is ostensibly not very smart, so he can't really explain all of this, right? So, anyway, I hop off the boat and I run up to Cecilia. I take her hand in mine, touching our platinum rings together, and cast Warding Bond on her.
Well, at least you've got your priorities straight. Thank you very much.
You are ever my priority, beloved. Second will be your house.
And you can move your token over to her. And I also, to be clear, Cecilia has Armor of Agathis on.
Ha ha! It matches mine.
God dang it.
While we're all together, I just want to do a ritual for Rare's telepathic bond. Or if we don't have time for the ritual, I'll just cast it.
How long does the ritual take? 10 minutes? Right? It's what's the normal casting time?
1 action.
Okay, so it's a 10-minute ritual. I
just cast it.
Yeah, you can just cast it. You're gonna just have to use a slot, my friend.
That's fine.
You're level 18. You're a big lad.
Oh yeah. For part 1, folks, don't forget to reset your spells and stuff if you cast anything.
Because you did get a long rest from the Sunite fight. Right, because that was a flashback, and then you woke up on the beach. So you are pretty otherwise good. So for those who are not familiar with Rare's telepathic bond, how many creatures can you do with it?
So up to 8 willing creatures of my choice.
Damn.
So
Ferris out of the group chat.
Ferris never seems to speak to us anyway.
He just knows. He senses what we're thinking. He's an empath. So, yeah, all of us are linked together. Until the spell ends, we can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not we have a common language. Communication possible over any distance, although it cannot extend into other planes of existence. And It's not like we can just hear all of your thoughts. You have to choose what you want to project.
Thank you, Yang Yang. That was the thing I wanted clarified. It is not open telepathy between all of you. It is literally a telepathic group chat. So you're only going to get what people have sent out. Okay. So you've cast that song. Anything else from anyone?
Well, Artemisia wants to come and come up to Florin. And Florin, FYI, she's got her wings out, and also she cast Crown of Stars on herself earlier.
When she walks up, Florin goes, "Oh, hello, dear. You look quite ready for battle."
Full power mode.
Mind blank Florin, just in case.
Thanks. Yeah, and he'll kiss Artemisia.
Yeah. So are you okay? Like, apparently stuff happened with the house, but you're okay?
I don't remember a lot of everything that happened, but I had a greater restoration tattoo that I used, and so now I'm at least a little bit better, but I still don't remember everything that's going on, but also that's happening right now, so I think we can, I will fill you in on everything later. And despite everything that they may tell you, everything was fine, and I am a perfect gentleman, okay?
You don't know that? We are really drunk.
Yeah, we gotta talk this later, but
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What a
Thanks
coincidence.
to the tattoos, the only person who still has a hangover is Kaleth at this point.
Will you people stop talking so loud?
I love the idea that she says that all the way over where she is on the map.
Okay, look, we have to shut this down, but can we all please remember that is Sarshan's in my house, and you don't want to destroy it if we don't have to, because I am not moving in to Ilya's weird one-legged wizard tower.
Again, what I was thinking was I could try to put an arcane gate at the front door and then put one here and get you inside to see if you can do something about it.
Okay.
So there are glands inside it. Is it like spread throughout the place, or is there a central place with the glands?
I couldn't really explain. I don't understand glands very well.
I'll, like, whip around and look at Ilya and be like, there are glands. It was part of the improvements that you said I could try making on the house. Look, okay, the house is smarter now. I thought you wanted that, but if you don't want it, the mechanism is at the base of the stairs, underneath the spiral. You just, I guess, maybe you pull it out and your house gets really dumb.
Is
Or
it
something?
Is it organic still?
Is it what?
Is it organic? Like, can you wither something and it'll go away?
I mean, it's parts organic, it's parts, like, mechanical, it's complicated, it's artifice or stuff. But yeah, I guess you could
You could just try it and we could see.
The Quelzarn has swum
definitely organic.
closer. Witch hut.
Oh no.
Okay, guys, let's
Get away
go.
from my house!
I think unless we don't want to see something really messed up, we should do something now.
Yeah. So, do we roll initiative, or are we just?
Let's roll
free-forming?
initiative. So remember to click on your token. Actually, that doesn't matter. None of that matters.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to put everybody in manually.
Yay!
Because nobody's actually attached to a character sheet in here, so it doesn't matter.
Might work for people if you have. Well, it won't matter. Never mind. If you have beyond 20.
Yeah.
That
It might do a thing, but
Yeah. It'll probably send it to the token you have selected, which is what it did with mine. So
cool. Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, I got 17 initiative.
Okay, 1 second. So,
You need to roll his own initiative, or does he go on Cecilia's?
sorry, who? Ilya?
Ilya?
Ilya needs to roll his own.
Okay.
Ferris goes on the turn immediately after Ilya's.
Okay.
Oh,
He doesn't have a modifier because he doesn't have a dex. Okay.
does Ryland and Stong want to be off the boat before this, or were they on there the whole time?
Stonk kind of has a plan for the boat.
Okay.
I think Rise on the boat because he's a little bit troubled by everyone claiming his house as theirs. So he's just sort of watching everything at the moment.
But the house
Amazing.
chose Ryan.
Ilya rolled an 8.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to call out for your numbers once I have all of my 2 characters.
100%.
Definitely just two.
only 2. No more.
In the tracker here. Okay, So, and I suppose I have to.
You know how you sometimes meet a boy in a house meet and they just click?
I need more dice.
You just know
that
this is the one for you.
So it's the stories all the time. A boy, a house, the boy's flying snake. Oh, and the baby kraken that they abducted.
Boy gets drunk.
Adopted.
Boy gets drunk. House is feeling hormonal. Starts a mating dance. Story as old as time.
Everybody knows this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you guys are very lucky so far. Stong, you got an 18?
17.
17. Ryan, what do you got for initiative?
Rolled a 17 plus 9, so 26.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
Damn.
Speedy.
Florin.
19.
Okay. Did you roll for Ilya there, Erin?
Yeah, 8.
8. Okay, great. Ferris goes immediately after Ilya. What did Cecilia get?
18.
Okay. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, I think Riot is on there twice.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna roll a d20 for no reason.
Yeah.
A bunch of times.
Yep.
Okay. Don't mind me. Talk amongst yourselves about your plans.
Right.
I mean,
I'm going to
Which
get
of
us
you got
over
the house drunk.
to the house. And the Quilzar.
I feel like the plan is just go in and start wrecking things until we wreck the thing that's make it behaving badly.
No.
Well, what if I
No, not like wreck, just like wreck.
So
What if I
clear.
upcast sleep at something? Like, I mean, I guess probably we'd want to like cut their hit points down a bit before then, but
Would hold person work on giant house legs?
hold monster.
I can
It
do-
worked for me.
Oh no, I can't. Do
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Amazing.
I'm gonna be on team slow the Quilzarn down. Try to run interference.
I
By the
feel
way,
like I should be
I'm
on that
also on
team
that
as well.
When Moss says that, Florin turns to Artemis. She goes, "Oh, by the way, that's my best friend from childhood, and he may or may not have made out with your sister's hut."
I definitely did.
What?
To be fair, he was very drunk at the time.
well,
And so
I'm
is the house.
glad to know.
Yep.
You have
Cecilia, it's just-
interesting friends.
Someone spilled a lot of jeweled.
Cecilia, just yes or no. Shatter? Vampiric touch?
What does that one do?
It sucks life.
Necrotic damage.
Okay.
You do necrotic damage to a construct?
Well,
We-
if they're organic bits, you do
Yes.
necrotic damage to the organic bits?
Okay, we're ready to go.
Alright.
Okay.
So, Allie, I don't know what you're displaying for our viewers, but probably if you can zoom out so that we get sort of everyone in this general area. And Ryan, you are up first. You're in the boat with Stong. Stong has told you that he has a plan for getting you over to the hut.
Yeah, great. Let's do that. How far away is the creature?
The Quelzarn?
Yes.
The Quelzarn is 65 feet away from you.
65 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ston, I was gonna slow that sucker down with some plant growth, some algae
Oh
growth.
yeah, great
Yeah.
idea.
Should I do that first?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, fantastic. So, all normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on the point you chose became thick and overgrown. So that's going to be a lot of seaweed, a lot of algae, a lot of that kind of stuff. And a creature moving through that area has to spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves, which means it's like double difficult terrain, essentially. And that's a 100-foot radius. So I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that.
Wait, I'm sorry, real quick. I'm not in the initiative thing.
Oh, shoot. Are you not? Grumble, grumble. What did you roll, Emily? For initiative?
8.
Ah, wow, we have a lot of 8s. Okay. Very good. You are in there now. So this area is going to encompass basically everyone and everything on this board. However, it doesn't create plants. It channels virility into the plants that are already there. So there will be no difficult terrain on the pier or like the structures that you guys are on, just in the water with the Quelzarn. So the Quelzarn has had its essentially had its swimming speed quartered.
Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do, Rye?
I think nothing yet until I know kind of more about Stong's plan.
Okay. The next thing that happens is that spell getting cast certainly gets the attention of the Quelzarn and the Witch Hut. The large serpent turns its head to face you, Rye. It seems to have honed in immediately on that you are the one who cast the spell. And indeed, your DM needs to look at this thing's reactions.
Oh my god, it senses that you're its love rival immediately.
Bring it.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, it's looking right at you. The hut stops dancing and like turns to face everybody and takes like an aggressive position.
Oh.
And what happens is a number of objects start flying out of the windows of the hut. And what you guys can see is 12 teacups from Cecilia's tea set that Artemisia got her as a present one year come flying out of the hut to attack everyone.
Oh no!
No!
Oh, animate objects! You've turned on us.
Yes, indeed.
Real.
That is exactly what has happened.
This is great.
Wait,
Okay.
but does this mean the house is attacking Ryan?
Well, the teacups seem to be attacking a lot of people, potentially. Okay. So they are going to fly towards you guys. They have a terrible fly speed, so I think they're going to dash on this turn. And how many of you there are there? There's like 9?
9 with Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I thought they were in a swarm. No, it's literally an individual teacup each. Okay.
Mm-hmm. 10, 15, 20. Okay. Cool.
Can we shatter these, Cecilia?
Don't. I love them so much.
Those are vintage.
Well, I mean, I could get you some new ones that are actually from this season. That would be even better.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Get rid of them.
Okay. So the teacups are flying in towards everyone. The only ones that have managed to get into a melee range have flown up to Sarshan and Cecilia, but they dashed on their turn, so they don't have an attack action left. So that's going to bring us to Florin.
Oh my. Okay. Florin's gonna say to me okay, I'm gonna move up and see if I can still do the arcane gate thing when your sister gets up there. I guess protect your sister? I don't know.
I'll try.
Then he's gonna move up here, and I think what he's gonna do is probably just do Eldritch Blast a couple times at the teacups in front of Cecilia.
Okay.
And then probably one in front of
How many Eldritch Blasts can you do?
That's a great question.
I think you
4.
can do 4.
Hey, I can hit all 4 of them if I want to.
Nice. So that's
We'll see how
4
this
attack
goes.
rolls.
Okay. So let's do the first one. It's a 27 to hit. I'm assuming that's gonna hit.
Yep.
And then you know what? We'll use a green die for this because it's green. That's 13 points of force damage to that one. How's it holding in there?
13 points. It shatters completely.
Sweet.
It is destroyed.
Gonna go for the one next to it. We're just gonna go down the line.
Yep.
That's even higher than the last attack roll.
Okay. Roll me damage.
9 points of damage.
Yep. That one is also shattered into pieces.
All right. That one is 22 to hit.
Yep.
All right. Another 9, and then lastly, that is 23 to hit, and not as much. That one's only 6 points of damage.
Still enough.
Hey!
So these 4 teacups come flying at Sarshan and Cecilia, and before the two of you even really have a chance to process what the heck is going on, 4 Eldritch Blasts intercept the teacups and explode them.
Thank you!
Yep, I'll put an arcane gate when you get up there.
Florin, anything else on your turn?
And then, you know what? Yeah, as a bonus action, I am going to just give Cecilia the help action from a distance with the Mastermind Rogue ability.
Nice. Okay. The next thing that happens is the house kind of sways a little bit, and a huge shape appears in the doorway. And Cecilia, you recognize what this is immediately. It's your stove.
What?
That you use for cooking. And it hops out of the witch hut. And lands in front of you guys. And it is going to come skittering over to you on its iron wrought legs.
Feel like everything I've ever burnt on that stove is coming back to haunt me.
Thank you to Alex, who has donated an inspiration. That might be just a group inspiration for y'all. Not that everyone gets one. I just mean anyone can use it. The stove, it swings open the little door on the front of it, and it belches fire upon the two of you. And it is actually a 15-foot cone. So it's going to get the two of you. It also is going to get, honestly, the wooden platform that you're standing on. I need the two of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
You have a +5 to your save while you're next to me, by the way.
Hooray!
And I gave you the help action, so you can have advantage if you want.
That is a 16 for Sarshan.
Okay.
Okay.
Dexterity isn't Cecilia or Sarshan's strong suit, really.
Ilya, what else did you install in this house? What's doing this?
I don't know! It's just supposed to be a little bit smarter. Hang on a second, my plugin is not behaving. It's trying to send it to Roll20 and it's just disappearing in the ether. It's just to make it smarter and more tractable and more impressionable, maybe? He's not the best part I did this.
Oh,
Okay,
did I
and I
say
have a
16? I
okay.
meant 18, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
So
All
I
right.
get a +5 for being next to Sarshan.
Correct.
Right.
And then what do I get for the help action?
You can get
Advantage.
advantage if you want.
Oh, I would. That was terrible. That was much better. Okay, 22.
Okay, so you
Never
two
been so
nimbly
live.
dodge out of the way of this, but not enough that you are completely unscathed, and you are burnt for 9 points of fire damage each.
Okay.
Hey.
Remember, Cecilia takes only half of that damage,
That's right.
and I end up taking the same amount of damage. So I take 13, and Cecilia just takes 4 damage.
Also, I
Right.
do 25 cold damage when that hits me.
Oh, shit!
And that's right.
That's Armor of Agathis?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. I think that might not come off when it's just like an area effect. It might just be
Oh, with a melee attack.
attack.
You're right. Sorry. It didn't happen. Didn't go off.
That's all right. That just means you have it for the next Claude that tries to hit you.
I also just gonna notice that he can do that right next to me. I assume I can. I'm gendering my stove. That I can Eldritch Blast it at point blank range because some people don't let you do that.
Oh, if you try to Eldritch Blast it at point blank range, you will have disadvantage on the roll, Erin.
See?
Did it have disadvantage to do that with me right up against
No,
it?
because it didn't have to make an attack roll.
Aaron, it's BS and I'm on your side about it, but yeah.
It was basically Burning Hands stove style. So
You're taking his side.
It's so weird how like reaching out hands depending on what happens afterwards, that changes the thing. But
it was going to be a joke about how if you touch a stove, you burn your hands. It's burning hands. Anyway, it's fine.
I mean, a viewer wants a rant from Erin. This sounds like great inspiration.
Wait, really? Amazing.
Someone bought one earlier.
There's an incentive for a rant from Erin.
I'll be a backup ranter. Like I'll just be back behind you like, yeah.
The person that bought the rant bought the 30-minute pep talk but wanted a rant, but that's a private rant. Which
Private
is
rant.
hilarious. And while I would rant about how much I don't like this particular rule for 30 minutes solid, we're on a timeline, so I will get that. And if you want to hear that rant, all you have to do is donate $100 to my Extra Life campaign, and I will rant entertainingly about any number of things, or I will give you a pep talk about your current work of fiction. Perfect in time for Novelember.
Right.
Sorry, continue.
Is Erin a little quiet for anyone else?
A little.
Yeah.
Somebody try to make me less loud, because that's what usually happens.
No, she sounds fine to me.
So the platform that you guys are standing on burns underneath your feet. And I need the two of you to make an additional set of dexterity saving throws if you want to leap from the burning platform onto an intact platform rather than fall into the harbor.
18.
Sorry, I was fussing with my sound. What do I need to roll?
Dexterity save. Remember, +5.
+5, 15. Oh, sorry, 16.
Okay. So you guys are going to dive off onto a platform that still exists, as the one that you were just standing on is erupted in flames.
Okay, that's bad.
And that is going to make it Cecilia's turn.
Okay. Well, so stove is a problem. I am not in am I still in melee range, do you think?
You are on the diagonal.
Can I actually hit it with something on the diagonal?
What do you want to try hitting it with?
I mean, an axe, I think.
Yeah, give a swing.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and swing my Spirit Great Axe. And that's 28 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit the stove for sure.
I'm really mad. 13 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna want to save the smite for that quells aren't, which I'm blaming the quells aren't. So second attack, 20, dirty 20.
That is a hit.
So I come back around. It's another 13 damage.
All right.
I would like to do a bonus action.
Okay.
I would like to cast Blade of Disaster.
Oh shit! Really? Okay.
I'm mad.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Well, the 18 just barely hits.
Cecilia may have pounded on the stove in frustration before, but this is taking it to a new level.
This isn't for the stove.
Oh.
This is for the Quelzarn.
Oh.
I think we need to
okay.
take the
That's right.
Quelzarn out.
So, for anyone who's never seen this before, what happens by the Quelzarn, which, let's see if I can spare my Quelzarn. Nope, I sure can't. A blade-shaped hole in the nature of reality opens up where there is just nothing, just void of nothingness. God, that's a bonus action. Wow. Yeah, 2 melee spell attacks with that one. Give me one moment. It is a hit, that first one. I see it. The second swing with the Blade of Disaster does not hit.
We got an inspiration we could use.
I have an inspiration from before. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll regret it probably.
Oh.
The same thing was not meant to be.
Not meant to be.
You know, I still have an inspiration on my sheet, which I think is from Fearful Symmetry. I could give that to you.
That's up to the DM.
Yep, that's fair.
I give it to you. Do it.
Okay. This comes up again. Okay, 21.
21
right.
does hit. Yes.
Okay, this is a 19.
Okay. So that is a total of 39 points of force damage.
Get away from
to the
my
Quelzarn.
house!
It looks very strange as this blade cuts through the Quelzarn, because after it's done, it's not so much that the Quelzarn has been sliced through, as much as there are these 2 chunks of it that look like they never existed in the first place. Extremely cool. Love the Blade of Disaster.
Just like a floating globe of annihilation, except sword shaped.
Yeah,
Or
imagine
axe
We
shaped.
said are axe shaped.
yes,
Just
imagine
keep it
a
floating.
axe-shaped black hole just floating around the Quelzarn.
Right.
Is what you're going for here. Okay. Double checking some stuff.
Cecilia, my heart, you are beautiful in your wrath.
In response to the harm that you have dealt the Quelzarn, the witch hut seems angered.
Oh no.
And it sort of stands on one foot for a moment and reaches inside of itself.
No.
Oh no. It pulls out a small amulet.
Okay.
Oh no.
The witch hut pulled out a small amulet?
Correct.
Teeny
Small
tiny
to
amulet.
us.
Just like with
small
its
to
little
the witch hut.
talon. You know, just-
It's like a
Stuck
normal
its foot in
sized
its
amulet
mouth.
to
This
you.
is-
Honestly, I was expecting like a giant katana. or
I like the
something.
idea that it like reaches inside and it goes, aha! And all of us are like,
What?
what is that?
Not all of us. I knew to expect this.
The amulet glows for a moment, and then seems to backfire. Something's gone horribly wrong with whatever whatever it just tried to do.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Cecilia, do you recognize that amulet?
No, I don't think I do.
You do
I?
not.
I definitely did not leave that in the house. You guys must have done something while you were drunk.
I can't argue with that.
We did many things while we were drunk.
The house and the
Oh.
Quelzarn vanish.
Oh.
Oh no.
What?
Oh,
They glow in a like yellow light for a moment and vanish.
Arcana check.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it, Caleb.
With disadvantage, I still managed to roll like a 12, so that's going to be a 23.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Caleb, your elf eyes managed to discern that the amulet that it pulled out, that was an amulet of the plains.
Oh.
And it seems to have backfired. Whatever happened, the Witch Hut and the Quel'Zarn are on a different plane of existence now.
Well,
I guess that's one problem solved.
So Quel'Zarn's, unless it's amphibious, it's probably dead.
Unfortunately, it is amphibious.
Yep. Thank you, Erik.
It does like being in the water, definitely.
Water
Okay.
preference, for sure.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Look, I can plane shift us. We just need to know what plane.
Is there any way to find out?
Not that I can think of.
Like divination.
Caleb.
Us.
Yes.
As a blade singer, you have like musical training, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me another Arcana check, please.
I have read many books, but my mind has not yet developed enough to conquer this puzzle.
19. Rolled an 8.
That's very good. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that makes sense. Caleb, when they vanished in that blinding yellow light for a moment, you heard a tone ring out, produced magically by the amulet. It sounded to you like a C sharp, and with a 19 Arcana, you think that's the Feywild.
Yeah, that's perfect pitch.
Is the stove still going?
Yeah, it's still there attacking people.
I have a plan to deal with the stove, but feel free to do something if you like.
So I mean, Westgate is fine, so we could theoretically just leave it there.
I want my house back! All my stuff's in it!
Yeah, I'm not a fan of long distance relationships.
And it is only fair because we got Briar House from the astral plane. So
The last time the witch house was in.
Way less bad than the astral dreadnought,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, no, I definitely think we should go find the hut because I feel like whatever will happen between the two of those left alone is a threat to the planes. So we should.
Stong,
They make babies. That's horrible.
Stong, it is your turn.
Kaiju. Yes, we should go after it.
There are still flying teacups and also that stove, which all still seem hostile.
Right, yeah. I think without the Quel'Zarn around, Stong's not going to do what he's going to do before, and he's going to just run over. Let's see here. Okay, so he could probably make it to the pier and just attack these two teacups.
Okay. Yeah, that's an easy jump for Stong.
So he's just going to try to hit them normal. Oh my god, the first one is a 20.
Yeah.
So that's a crit.
Critical hit on some teacups.
He just knows how much Cecilia disdains those teacups. He got the signal, the best friend signal earlier. So he
She
just
gave you the look.
unleashes. Yeah. And so the next one's 18 to hit.
Roll me some damage off that crit, please.
Okay.
Teacup has what,
crit.
6 hit points, maybe?
Yeah, 15 damage.
Oh yeah, so you didn't even need to swing your sword a second time. So just on your first attack, you swing through both teacups and destroy them.
Heck yeah.
So you still have your second attack.
Yeah, that was an 18 to hit.
Well, there's no teacups here anymore.
Yeah, you,
Oh, I thought
you
there was
destroyed
two.
both of them.
Your
Oh,
first
yeah.
attack swung through both of them and destroyed both of them.
Whoa. Well, in that case, maybe he just finishes moving closer, just one square closer to Cecilia and Starshin. And yeah, he's just gonna pass his turn then.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at some crazy stuff.
Sorry, I have to duck out real quick.
Okay.
Rhiannon, I don't suppose you got some magic to deal with all those other teacups.
I mean, I was focusing on the stove, but if you want to yell at me, I can do the teacups instead.
I think Sarshan is going to be the most dramatic as he can about this and say, "Mia, my sister, take care of the cups. The stove is mine."
You're asking her to smash her own gifts to her dear sister.
When you put it that way.
There is a flash of yellow light, and somewhere just a natural sea rings, and the Quelzarn and the Witch Hut return.
Oh.
The Witch Hut is still holding the amulet in its like talon, webbed talon, and it kind of like it looks a little like it's slumped over, dejected a little bit, and it stuffs the amulet back inside of itself.
Oh.
And it is going to move into like a protective stance in front of the Quelzarn. And it is going to that's what it's going to do. That's its turn. So Artemisia, you're up.
Well, whiplash, because she's playing one thing, and then she's playing a different thing, and she's playing a different thing again.
High-level gameplay. This is what happens.
I mean, those teacups, they need taken care of. So they're kind of in a line there. Myself here.
That's true.
So she's not going to waste a high-level spell slot on teacups, but she's going to do a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Zap.
The teacups make a dex check, or a dex save, right?
For half damage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your saving throw? What's your DC? Oh, 19, I see that.
19.
Okay. Is it possible for them to succeed?
Is it possible for them to survive on half damage?
No. So even if they succeeded or not, you annihilate all of those.
Oh yeah, the blade of disaster.
And I also have Crown of Stars. I'm just looking up how much damage those do, to do an attack with one of those.
The bonus action to shoot it.
So
right?
I haven't. Yep, correct. Just one of the little stars.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd it go? There we go.
If you want to attack the stove, that's totally fine. I'm not sure that my plan will be a foolproof take care of the stove. So if Sturge were here, we could make sure this worked. But
what's
Sturge
the target
is not here.
Of Crown of Stars, Rhiannon?
I'm looking at like the level of damage and then deciding.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'll go for the stove.
Okay.
So I gotta do ranged attack.
I'm not sure how big mechanically the blade of disaster is supposed to be, but I vote that it be that big in this battle.
I'm trying to make it smaller quietly.
Yeah.
You may or may not be able to. I think only the DM can change the size of objects.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think that's the case. I'm not sure.
Rhiannon, a 28 from
Yes.
one of your motes of from Crown of Stars definitely hits.
Okay, I'm rolling some damage. After hitting so comprehensively, it's 27 damage.
All right. And that is that force or radiant?
Radiant.
Okay. So Artemisia goes up, lets loose a bolt of lightning which crackles forward, shatters all of these teacups. And then one of the motes of like light that's just sort of orbiting her head like some kind of celestial halo shoots forth and hits the stove and knocks it back into the harbor. And it collapses with a big splash and does not come back up again.
Hooray!
Can it swim?
It can't do anything right now because it is dead.
All right.
Rhiannon, is that that's everything?
Yep.
Okay, then we're over to Sarshan.
Good job, Pack Sister. Now that the coast is clear, I will glance over to Cecilia to make sure that she's okay with me charging into Doom.
Never. But yeah, okay, fine.
Here we go. I'm going to hop over the burning wreckage, which is pretty easy. My athletics is +8, so no problem. And that should give me enough movement to get up to the house. I don't really want to hurt the house because all my stuff is there, except for some of the stuff that's out here. But things do seem to need to happen. So I'm just gonna give it. I was planning to attack the stove, so I just need a second to make sure I'm doing something that makes sense. Okay. I am sorry, Cecilia, but what must be done must be done. And I green flame blade with the sword.
Okay.
And then I take a swing at the house.
Okay.
So it's not rolling. So I'll roll it manually here.
Yeah, no problem.
Here we go. And boom. 21.
21 hits the hut.
Okay. I am not going to smite the hut. I feel like that would be overkill.
That's fair.
Instead, I am just going to hit it with, let's see, here's the standard damage, improved divine smite damage, fire damage. Here we go. Yeah, that could have been better. 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Some of which is fire.
Okay. Is it just fire and like slashing? Those are the two types?
No, it's fire, radiant, and slashing.
Oh, wow. Okay. But 19 altogether?
Yes.
Okay. It looks like all of that was effective.
Okay.
As you slash at the hut. You basically, at your height, are slashing at its legs.
Yep.
So they are organic, like secretary bird legs. So they bleed, but with, the fire damage, you kind of cauterize the wounds as you slice through them.
Okay. And then 14 fire damage flows from the blade to hit the Quelzarn. Because green flame blade, baby.
All right. And the Quelzarn, yeah, will take that damage. Sorry, how much additional was it, Erik? 14?
14.
Cool.
And that's strictly separate from the rest.
Yeah. Okay. I did forget something when the house and the Quelzarn came back. It doesn't matter because their turn passed before they could do anything. But when they come back, there is a swarm. Well, not mechanically a swarm. There is a large number of knives flying, buzzing around the witch hut.
Good.
But they
buried the lead on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They spent their turn they spent their turn in the Feywild.
Okay.
So they don't get to do anything this round, but they are.
I'm like, haha, it pains me to do this, house. Bam. And then all
like
the knives appear, and I'm like,
appear.
it pains me slightly less.
Okay, anything else there, Erik?
Yes, in fact.
Okay.
I am going to invoke the dark power of my pact and put my Hexblade's curse on the Quelzarn.
Ooh, okay. That has a whole ton of effects. So can you keep track of all those things that it does? Thank you.
Oh, you better believe I will.
Okay. The next thing that happens is the front door of the witch hut is hanging open.
Mm-hmm.
And stepping out of the front door is Cecilia's rug. The one that kind of ties the room together.
Yep.
And it is going to leap out of the door and fall towards Sarshan.
Mm-hmm. It has engulfed me already. No.
You never liked that rug never liked you.
You practiced at this earlier, covering
Does
your
a
head.
19 hit Sarshan?
It does not.
Okay. So the rug lands beside you on the pier, having tried to land atop you, but just, misjudged the jump because it doesn't have eyes. The rug.
We have wrestled many times, Rug, and I am wise to your tricks.
And then,
and then,
from out of the windows of the hut comes a swarm, mechanically a swarm of books from the top story, the top floor. These are all Westgate Irregulars chapbooks that were left behind in the house during the party. Because Sturge gave that huge chest, right? So, that crate, or it wasn't a chest, it was a crate, is still in the witch hut. And those
we
books
didn't haul it with us on our bachelor party.
Right.
It's still there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So those books have come to life and are going to attack you?
Yep. This is what happens.
Did we ensure that those chapbooks were thematically threaded through all three parts of this game? Yes. Was it by accident?
Indeed.
No one will know.
Maybe.
So they have a 30. Okay. So they're going to fly over to the closest person they can reach, which is going to be Sarshan. I feel like Sarshan getting attacked by books is thematically appropriate.
Books, my nemesis.
Yeah, that.
Sarshan has been reading a lot in the last few months, but this is a lot of reading all at once.
Yeah. So that's a critical hit
Oh.
with the book's attack, which I need to tell everybody the name of the book attack is Book Club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Mm-hmm.
So Sarshan is going to get battered by books. As I find all of the pointy dice.
This is amazing.
So that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool. I do a reaction hellish rebuke, and those books burst into flames.
Okay, amazing. Did they make a dex save of some kind on hellish rebuke?
I think that's what's going to happen. Yes, dex 19.
Okay. Oh, wow. They rolled a mod 20.
Oh, good for them, I guess.
Is that half damage on hellish rebuke or nothing?
That's half damage.
Half damage, okay.
So
we're looking at...
I rolled a 17, so we're looking at 8 fire damage. Although books, I don't know, they might
actually
be
take the full
particularly
17.
susceptible. Ha ha ha!
They dodge out of the way, but they burn really, really well. So of the original 22 books that attacked you, there are only 5 remaining.
Those are the really hot and fiery ones.
Yeah, they're all Dubious Alliance books, which, are used to some heat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's going to make it the Quelzarn's turn.
Oh, good.
So take a look at its stat block and make sure I'm doing everything I can with that. Yeah, okay. we're going to make an intelligence, an arcana check on behalf of the Quelzarn.
Like
Okay.
a fish shouldn't be smart enough for an arcana check. Something has
It
gone
really
very
shouldn't
wrong in this
be.
world.
It's really worrying that it is,
It's
frankly.
very worrying.
It's a very, very old fish, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. And then it's... Oh, wow. Okay, so its swim speed has been quartered,
Yeah.
which means that it can get this far on a dash. So it doesn't quite reach who it wanted to reach, but it does get fairly close to Sarshan. And then, how is that worded? Okay, great. So it swims up towards Sarshan, who's being battered by burning books. And that's going to be the Quelzarn's turn, which brings us to Caliph.
I have gone full aggro. Ah!
You really have.
Okay, so how many things are protecting the witch house right now? Like the door is open?
The door is open. There are 24 flying knives in
In
front
a
of
row.
them.
Fly through
Why
them. You know, like a
have so many
run through the
knives?
rain and so the raindrops don't hit you sort of thing?
Okay,
Hell yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Alternatively, you set fire to those raindrops.
Caliph, what's your fly speed?
I believe... Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm singing. I'll start singing.
Okay.
Slightly crabbily, because it's making my head throb. But I believe my flying speed is 40 feet then?
Okay. And you start singing. Which is a bonus action. So if you want to if your fly speed is 40 and you want to get all the way into the hut, that's going to require a dash action from you.
Okay. I guess I will dash then and just hope that none of those knives nick a vital artery or anything like that.
Okay. Give me a moment. So that's... What about...
If we can just
30?
shut the house down, I promise I won't like shatter everything in it, but the organic bits can get shut down.
Whatever you break, you have to help me fix it.
Look, it's already broken itself. So who knows what the inside looks like right now, and you maybe won't be able to tell if some of it was the house doing it to itself or me doing it.
Okay, so there's going to be a large number of opportunity attacks coming at you, Caliph.
Cool.
As you fly through the knives. I heard Erin ask why does she have so many knives? You can definitely assume that at least some of them are presents, like a knife set from Artemisia.
Artemisia. You have to
This is
start
not
giving
my
it-
fault, man. I also
Maybe
gave
they
her
were-
pillows. We're just not
maybe-
seeing those.
Maybe the knife set was the wedding present that Cecilia and Sarshan were going to give you.
Oh, that's
Oh.
very
I like that.
good.
Oh,
And they're
Oh,
just
man.
like every kind of possible knife.
Maybe
You're
it's
fancy, You
two.
used a lot of silverware. I don't get it.
Maybe it's two knife sets and there was a small miscommunication, but we couldn't decide which we liked better, so we're going to give you both.
Caliph, what's your armor class?
Let me remind myself, does Blade Song give me
It does
benefit
increase your armor class.
by my dexterity, right?
Intelligence.
Intelligence
Intelligence.
modifier.
Okay, well then it's a 27.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And remember, you probably know shield, just in case
Oh,
any of
no,
those
no, wait,
knives
sorry.
get plucky.
Sorry, 21.
Okay.
Oh, 21.
Still,
Okay.
That's still really
That's
good.
Quite good.
So
And you probably know shield, just in case.
2.
I don't think I actually know shield because I
Uh-oh.
can't like learn it.
Ooh.
Caleb
That's
is
okay.
definitely one of those people who is
Three.
like,
on those shields.
I'm gonna learn Italian just so I can read Dante, just so I can read the Divine Comedy and neglect everything else.
Yep. I get it.
So, Calith, you are hit then by 5 knives, and also a crit. So 6 hits altogether. So what that's going to look like, the regular ones I'm going to roll first.
What dice are they rolling?
The pointiest kind.
They're D4s. They're just knives, right?
Yeah.
Cool,
So you're going to
alright.
take 18 points of piercing damage,
Ouch.
and then from the crit, an additional 4. So 22 altogether.
Ooh, still standing. Still flying, I mean. But
Right. Okay, you have flown inside the witch hut. Inside, it's bad news bears in here, Caliph, because there's an animated table that's galloping towards you in a threatening manner.
uh-huh.
But that's where we're gonna leave Caliph, because that's the end of her turn. Which is going to bring us over to Ilya.
Ilya has spent the beginning of this cobbling together some pieces of wood and a boat anchor and some rope, and he's got what looks kind of like a sword, but it's made out of stuff. He's going to go up to Ferris and cast Enlarge on him.
Amazing. Ferris doubles in height and octuples in weight.
Ooh. Can I make a calculation real quick? If he's going to get that heavy, can he walk on these piers, or is it going to cause a problem?
Make an intelligence check, Ilya.
I want to point out that during our drunken escapades, when we polymorphed Ferris back into a shield guardian, we polymorphed him into a shield guardian with 2 arms.
Yes.
Correct.
But there was still a detached arm, which
Correct.
Ilya might have had time to reattach.
Yes. What was the result of the int check there?
21.
Okay. Yeah, if you do that to Ferris where Ferris is standing, he will collapse through the wood. He will weigh at that point about 9,000 pounds.
They can't handle that? These are terrible. How much does the witch hut weigh?
The witch hut is on stone over here.
Oh, I see.
What I will say, Erin, is that Ferris's turn comes immediately after Ilya's.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris will do whatever Ilya orders him to do.
Yeah.
Which is a bonus action usually on Ilya's turn. Ilya could ready the Enlarge, order Ferris to come to him, and then cast it on him once he's on the rock stone.
Okay, but I was gonna send him somewhere else. So
Yeah.
that's not gonna work.
I mean, if you put him into the water, he'll just walk along the bottom towards wherever he needs to go.
That's fair. Yeah. Ryan, can you get over here without this pier if I smash it? He's not answering.
I suspect
There was a thumbs up.
I suspect that
sorry.
Hero has known Rye long enough to know that Rye is deeply grieving yet another broken relationship. He's still sort of standing all there, watching all of this happen with dismay and
It's
sadness
okay.
and regret.
It's under the effects of the snake's hypnotism or something. Don't worry. It's okay.
Okay, then I would like to go ahead and cast Enlarge on Ferris.
Okay.
And then tell Ferris to book it over to Sarshan to help protect him since he's taking a lot of hits. And he's just gonna plow through the pier and stand kind of on the stove maybe.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I do have some bad news
What?
for you, which is that Ferris, once he falls into the water, can only move 10 feet because of how much algae and seaweed is
Oh, I
entangling everything in the
forgot.
water from Rye's plant growth.
Well, that's some junk.
but
Right.
he will start making his way.
Well, if he doesn't do anything but move, he can move 20 feet, right? We can
Yeah.
plow halfway through the pier.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to destroy some piers as he plows through them.
Is anyone else hearing Terminator music in your head as this is going on?
Yeah, my other question is, how deep is it from the water to the top of Ferris's head or shoulders?
Well, now that Ferris has been enlarged, Ferris is a total of 18 feet tall. And
Yes.
this is like right near the shore. So I think water here is not particularly deep. I feel like Ferris's head and shoulders are out of the water.
Okay.
Also, should be noted, he's now voiced by Vin Diesel.
How does Vin Diesel say this?
Okay.
Superman.
We would like to do one other thing,
Okay, what's that?
which is shout to Artemisia. Hey, the house is a construct. You can't charm a construct. Because he knows that Artemisia has that sleep spell that she uses. And I think Ferris would know, not Ferris, sorry, Ilya would know that it won't work on the house. And he would make sure that Artemisia knows that.
The next thing that happens, we're almost at the end of this first round. So when that round ends, we are going to take our break. But before that happens, Kalis is going to get attacked by an animated table.
Oh,
So this table is going to charge at you and try to just ram into you.
As long as it doesn't knock me out of the house again, because I took a lot of hits just to get in there.
Yeah, that's so fair. It is a 17, which we've established does not hit you. You also see coming towards you inside the house, but it's a little too far to get to you right on this turn. An animated broom. And with that, it is moving. It's going to dash towards you, so it'll be able to attack you on its next turn. With that, we've reached the end of round 1 of this combat, and we're going to take our 10-minute break.
Sweet.
While we're on break, remember to enter the giveaway if you haven't already, and donate to Extra Life if you haven't already. Thank you so much, everybody who's watching this crazy, crazy fight.
we're getting up there toward our goal. Help us over the top. Save some children. Awesome. Thanks.
Welcome back, everybody, to part 3 of Dungeon Scrawlers' second day of gaming for Extra Life. Thank you all so much to everybody who has stuck with us all day. It's been a big day, long day. If you are able to, we encourage everybody to head on over to our incentives page to donate to Extra Life. Your donations benefit Children's Miracle Network and children's hospitals across the U.S. and Canada. I think... Do we have a giveaway?
We need to do a giveaway.
Yes, it's the Monty Cook giveaway, right?
Yes, Monty Cook Games has generously donated. You may either have a print copy of your best game ever or a $50 coupon for their online store.
Okay, I'm going to draw the name then. Want to give me a countdown?
Drum roll.
We need a drum roll sound.
Yeah, we really do.
Dillian, congratulations!
Hey!
I will DM you with further instructions about how to redeem that giveaway award, but congrats.
And a reminder, everybody who donates at any amount will be getting a PDF copy of your best game ever from Monty Cook Games. Thank you guys so much.
Amazing.
All right, and we are at, or at least my page is at $368 for donations right now. The next milestone is at $500. If we hit $500, everyone gets all their spell slots back.
Oh, that could be very, very helpful.
Yes.
Just saying.
So let's try and help out the irregulars and also help out kids.
Our overall goal for the Dungeon Scrawlers seems to put us at 3,400-ish out of
Nice.
5,000. So we're about 1,600 to go. We got about an hour and a half left or so. We'll see. So try and push us over that edge, and we'll do a lot of good.
All right, so The quickest recap ever. Cecilia's witch hut, which is now smarter than it used to be, fell in love with the Quelzarn, Westgate's legendary sea serpent. And it is not reacting well to the Irregulars' attempts to get it to calm down, we'll say. With that in mind, Ilya, I would like you to make me an Arcana check, please.
Check what Ilya's plus 10. Okay. There's a 14.
Not great for Ilya, but Ilya's an artificer, and like particularly good at this kind of stuff. I think Ilya should have advantage.
I think Ilya also has Flash of Genius or something that can give a significant bonus to.
Yeah,
That's
but he
also
has
true.
to do it for another creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, that one makes it a 24, which is not bad.
Yeah, there we go. So as an artificer, Ilya is extremely skilled. The fact that Ferris exists the way that he does is not an easy feat to pull off. The fact that the witch hut now is capable of falling in love with the Quelzarn, that's a bug, but it's a hard bug to make happen. Ilya, you know that all constructs are susceptible to anti-magic. Inside an anti-magic field, that's a big problem for constructs because the way that they move and the way that they exist is entirely magical in nature. The other thing is if a construct is targeted by dispel magic, there's a chance it does get to kind of resist this if it can, but if it sort of fails against dispel magic, it will fall unconscious. And, well, you know from your escapades last night with the Thayans and the Harpers that there's a gong of dispelling.
Where is it?
Inside the witch hut, probably?
We put it back in the house? Can we trick the house into ringing the gong? That would be great. Ilya is gonna shout. Can I shout or do I wait on his turn?
Yeah, nope.
What did I say?
Shout.
We need the gong! The gong is inside! We have to hit the gong!
Okay, and with that, it is Ryan's turn.
Ryan's gonna go invisible
Fair.
and make their way toward the house.
Okay. How would you like to make your way towards the house?
I would like to make my way towards the house.
Like, are you running off and jumping off this boat, or?
I think so. If I can do that without making a lot of noise, I think I would do that.
Okay. Your movement speed is probably 30.
I'm looking and I don't know where that is. Let's see.
That's fine.
Oh, it's at the top of the sheet next to your.
Oh, it's 40.
Yep.
40. Okay, sweet. What's your strength score?
My strength score is +6. Is that what
Okay,
it
dope.
is?
So you're able to run off the boat, leap onto the pier, and you're able to get like skulk along the pier to about probably here with just regular movement. You cast invisibility on yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's your action. That's your movement.
Perfect.
If you can make it onto this boat, Stong mentioned
he could.
Then I can help you this round. I didn't help you the first round because they disappeared, so I didn't realize they'd come back.
Fastball special. Fastball special.
Yeah, if you want onto the boat, you can certainly do that, Rye.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool. You're invisible on the boat. Can Stong see Ryan?
Maybe Stong would sense Ryan. Don't I get like a?
What's your passive perception?
Let's see here. 14.
Okay. You might sense. Well, Ryan, make me a stealth check. You have advantage because you're invisible.
Oh, me. That's me. Sorry, I'm getting scared. I was like, oh, that's me. I rolled a 6.
Shauna, what is going on with that D20?
Throw it away.
Rolled so poorly.
Just throw it away
Yeah.
into the trash.
Stong, you do sort of feel something brush by you. You're pretty sure it's Ryan because you saw Ryan turn invisible on the boat. Also, you have Rary's telepathic bond going, so you can telepathically speak to anyone without giving away your plans or making any sound.
Huh.
I'm gonna fly us to the house and to the Quelzarn.
All right. Florin, you're up.
Okay.
Actually, Florin, right before you do something, because I did a lot of work to get it there, the Quelzarn is going to take a legendary action.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's check what the reach on this thing is. Oh, yeah. It's got the reach. Let's see. Not as much reach as it would like. Okay.
Oof.
So it's going to go for Sarshan. Because Sarshan, you're the person who's in range.
Fair enough.
And it is sort of looming up out of the water, like in the picture. It is going to sort of snake down towards you, and it's going to try to eat you.
Great. Let's do it.
All right. So that is going to be a 26 to hit.
Well, that is going to hit me.
Okay. You are going to get chomped down
Okay.
by the Quelzarn. You're going to take some piercing damage from its teeth. That is... Oh, wow. Didn't roll very well, so good stuff. 14 piercing damage.
Nothing. That's like nothing.
Okay, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as the Quelzarn lifts up with you in its mouth, and it's going to go totally vertical and try to swallow you.
21 dex save.
Meets it, beats it. Sarshan, you are dexterous enough to kind of brace yourself inside the Quelzarn's mouth and not go down its gullet.
Hell yeah.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped with me in your mouth. Yes.
Okay, that is the end of the Quelzarn's legendary action, and now Florin.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Florin is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna come right up here next to Cecilia, and is going to open an arcane gate right here behind her, and do his best to open the other one inside the hut.
You have to be able to see the point that you're placing the gate at, right?
Yes, and the last I heard,
front
the front door was open.
Correct. Okay, so you've got an arcane gate, and you can just walk through that with like regular movement. It's not like an action or anything to walk through it.
Mm-hmm. And then, as a bonus action, he's going to send his dancing sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to go like right here next to the rug, and the big old snake boy.
Okay.
And since it has it's got him in his mouth, I'm gonna have it attack the big old snake boy.
All right.
Let's see. That is 24 to hit.
That hits for sure.
Okay. Then what is the damage on you? Okay, that's gonna just be 8 points of slashing damage, because I don't believe my sword gets my sneak attack.
No. So it's a little cut in the Quelzarn, enough to irritate it, but not.
That's
much
the point.
Yep. Okay, the stove is dead, but
And sinking to the bottom.
Sinking to the bottom, yes.
Oh wait, actually, because I do have enough movement left, I actually think Florin's gonna move through the arcane gate and get into the house.
Oh, okay.
Just to give another target in there, so that it's not just Cecilia and Caleb getting attacked.
Yeah, that's completely valid.
I see that
Okay.
fire is spreading.
Yes, it sure is.
I don't know if you would also consider that an Erik move, but that's definitely something I have and will do again.
Florin, when you arrive inside the house, you see Caleb. You see an animated table and an trying to attack her, and an animated broom on its way to attack her. You see that like everything in here looks kind of alive. And can you give me a perception check?
I can indeed. And we'll use the big die. Oh god, that's a lot. 23.
23.
You
Okay.
perceive that Keyleth is regretting all of her.
You can see that hanging from the ceiling is like a hanging from a wall at ceiling height is mounted a bronze bar from which is hanging this like 3-foot diameter bronze gong.
Perfect.
And you can see that there is a with a 24 or whatever you said perception. I'm going to say that you can see that there is a mallet for that gong that is like rolling around on the floor as the witch hut moves.
Okay. Yeah, I think quickly he will tell Caleb, we need to hit that gong with that mallet.
Okay. Cecilia, you've got an arcane gate opening behind you. You've also got, to be honest, fire spreading
Sasha's
towards
in
you.
the Quelzarn's mouth.
Yep.
That's the most pressing thing. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the Quelzarn.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll a 4 real quick. 30, 28, 24, 24.
Wow, those are, massive. Those are all hits.
Thanks. That roll 4. 16, 9, 14, and 14. And...
53 total.
That's a lot of damage.
Also,
It
when I
is.
hit a creature with an Eldritch Blast, I can reduce the creature's speed by 10 feet
Ooh.
until the end of your next turn. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's going to reduce the Quelzarn's effective speed to about 15 feet.
And I have a bonus action. I would like to get that Blade of Disaster over here.
Yeah, you can move it 30 feet on a turn?
Yeah.
Towards the Quelzarn, yeah?
Towards the Quelzarn, please.
Okay, so it can get to about here.
How far did the Quelzarn go?
The Quelzarn went,
Never mind.
dashed
Never
last
mind.
time.
It dashed
We're
on
late,
its turn,
and I'm
is
not
what it
going to
did.
argue. It's
yeah,
fine.
it dashed on its turn is what happened. However, the amount of damage you did was quite significant. So I need to make a save to see if it drops Sarshan from its mouth.
If it doesn't, Ilya has a plan.
Sarshan, you are still in its mouth.
Good
Okay.
one.
You know,
Plan.
that's fine.
Cecilia, would you like to move off of the spot that you're in?
Can I jump over to the pier closer to the Quelzarn?
What is your strength score?
10.
Okay. You can try. I'm going to have you roll me an athletics check because it's a little bit of a farther
We
distance
have a-
than you are capable of jumping normally.
We have an inspiration, right?
Mm-hmm. You have 2.
17.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
Love makes me jump like an impala.
There you go. You hop
Very
over.
much a Rashemi ungulate. Just should you look it up, see if you can find it.
You can't say they don't exist.
If you
Okay.
play Rashomon? No. Well, some of you.
Oh, look at that fire.
Stong, it's your turn.
Okay, so Stong is going to jump onto this boat. Then he's going to use animate objects, and he's going to animate the boat, and that gives it like a 30-foot hover speed.
Yes.
And then I'm going to dash using the boat, it's going to actually go into the arcane gate if it's big enough.
Okay. How big is the arcane gate? 5-foot diameter, Treavor?
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, that appears to be a pretty narrow rowboat.
Yeah, it's just a little rowboat.
Just a little guy.
Yeah.
It's just a little
Just 'cause,
small.
You know, I could dash through the front door.
Oh no,
or
it
through
is
the
a
back
10-foot
door.
diameter.
Oh,
Oh,
10-foot
great.
diameter.
Oh,
Nice.
great.
Yeah. Sorry, what's the
Palatial.
fly speed of this thing? 30 feet?
30 feet, but I could tell it to dash for 60.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I just wanted to rise above the water, just shoot through the fire into the arcane gate.
Yeah.
And then as we go through it, it's going to like skid and try to just smash into whatever it can, like the broom or the table,
Land
and
on the
deliver
table.
Ryan and I safely. Yeah, but not actually like
Amazing.
attacking, just like, you know.
Okay. What I would like
Clear.
you to do is, first up, I would like Rye and Stong to make dexterity saves to kind of duck as you fly through the flames.
10.
Okay. And Shanna?
1.
Oh,
I didn't use the inspiration. You could use it.
You should use it.
Use
Shanna.
it.
you had
Reroll
to.
it. Reroll that.
So devastated. He can't even get out of the way of fire.
Just re-roll the
Dude,
die. Use a
re-roll
different
it,
die.
re-roll
Use
it's
a different
fine.
20.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Use
It's
a
fine.
different 20.
10.
Okay.
Wait, are you
Uh,
add some?
None of
is
them
that-
like
Are you
me.
adding your dex?
Yeah, are you adding your
Oh no,
spin
I'm
throw
not adding
modifier?
I'm not adding my dex. I'm sorry.
If you
I
rolled a
just-
1, it
so
would be an
19.
automatic failure.
19,
But
sorry,
yes,
yeah.
there you go. There you
19. Okay. So, and Stong, you got a 10, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're both going to take 6 points of fire damage.
Stall only takes 3 because he's resistant.
Okay. And then the next thing I would like you to do is, Stong, do you have proficiency in water vehicles?
Why do I need it?
I mean, that's a great point. If you want to hit one of these animated objects with your animated object, I think I need you to make some sort of steering check to kind of steer it into that direction.
Tell him a story about
well,
a time
sure.
you drove a boat.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, I wasn't gonna try to squeeze an attack out of it. But if you want to let me using this check, I absolutely will.
Well, you said you wanted to try and ram it away from attacking Caliph, right?
Oh no, ram it into the table and into the broom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you arrive in that vicinity, we'll say. Which means, Caliph, you are kind of cornered by a broom, a table, and a boat with Stong and an invisible person inside.
This is
All right.
amazing.
This does
Now
not
it's-
feel consensual. I feel deeply uncomfortable with this.
Okay, now
hey,
it's the
Caliph.
knives' turn.
Oh hey, what's up? Long time no see, Stone.
Yeah. Hey, your wings, nice. Looks good.
So there are 24. 1,
So-
2, 3, 4.
So many knives.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Okay.
knives. Let's see.
Okay, side note, have you seen the picture of like the art installation where it's just a bunch of knives stabbed really deeply into a wall? But then if you stand back and look at it from like the top of the stairs, it forms into words.
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
so
that's
Oh.
cool.
effing happy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow, that is such a mood.
Okay, so some of these knives are going to fly into the house and attack people inside the house. Some of them are flying over to Cecilia to attack Cecilia.
Rude.
The knives, do the knives have blind sight? They don't know where Ryan is. So we've got so many effing knives. We're so beyond F-bomb quota at this point, I think. I think the first game used
Technically,
used
we
up a lot
don't.
of...
This fire. Technically, this one we don't have a
Clean tag?
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't even mess with it, but we got one code for the day, so that's how.
Oh, I will say YouTube absolutely does care, by the way.
There we go. Let's.
Their algorithms definitely scan videos. And,
That was on me. I forgot.
Oh, no worries.
That's all right.
Go back and add a little beep sound.
1, 2, 3.
A little moan sound.
Okay. So there are
Not
there are
sexual.
4 knives that don't have a target because they can't see Ryan. But the rest are going to attack basically everyone else who has a knife crowded around them. I'm going to start with Cecilia. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 knives are attacking you.
Okay.
So we're going to go. What's your AC?
15.
Does Armor of Agathis boost that, or does it just do the...
It gives me temporary hit points.
Got it.
Doesn't change the AC.
Got it. Okay. And I said 7. And you said 15. So these are +4. So 1, 2. So you're going to get hit 3 times, one of which is a crit.
Okay.
If you want to use Armor of Agathis on these things,
It just
these do
happens
count
automatically.
as a
It
trigger.
goes automatically.
Oh, it's
if they're
automatic.
attacking
Okay.
melee, yeah.
Got it.
But they
So
they
the-
do their damage, and then I.
Yes.
Any knives that are going to take damage from that Armor of Agathis are going to explode into frozen chunks.
So I said 3 hit you, so that's going to be a total of 4d4 plus.
Remember that you also take half damage, Erin,
Right.
because you're still under the warding bond.
That's right.
13 points of slashing damage.
Is that halved or is it?
That's before the half.
Okay.
So it goes down to 6.
Right.
Anybody who attacked me does gets 25 cold damage. So.
Oh my god. Okay,
Kabam.
yeah. That freezes all the knives and they clatter to the ground. So, no more animated knives around Cecilia. But everybody else is getting, a kind of similar treatment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for Florin. Florin, what's your AC?
I won't tell you. 16.
16. Okay.
Man, that warding bond and the Armor of Agathis is such a powerful combination too.
It's a good
I
combo.
feel a little bit guilty.
You shouldn't.
She can take a lot more hits than this. And
Ben-
Sarshan's being eaten by a quellthorn.
But Sarshan has so many hit points, it's fine.
Florin, you're taking 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Sarshan has 12 levels of those good paladin hit points. So
What is Stong's AC?
19.
Okay, Stong, you're fine.
the knives. Bing,
This
bing,
is
bing,
fine.
bing, bing.
This is fine.
Those
Caliph,
dragon scales are very thick and hard to penetrate.
we established, has an AC of 21, so Caliph's only going to get hit by 1 knife. So that's for 5 damage, Caliph. And that takes us to the hut's turn. Ooh. Did I forget about? Okay, that might be fun.
That's not what you ever
Fun
want to
for
hear.
who?
Right? Right?
Yes.
What did you... 263? Okay, where did...
263 damage.
I've got 2 monitors up, and sometimes I open up a app and it doesn't come to the place I thought. Okay, cool. Never mind. The witch hut is going to use its throw object attack, where it just
Yes.
reaches inside of itself, picks up some of Cecilia's stuff, and chucks it at someone.
Wait, but isn't the arcane
Yeah,
gate
buddy.
inside of the doorway?
The
or how
door,
does it
yeah.
access itself?
It's got windows.
So does it reach through the arcane gate and reach into the fire?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing, is if it reaches the arcane gate in its face. But no, it's got windows.
Grabs
It
a
opens
fistful
like a
of
little window.
flaming planks, throws that.
it is going to throw an object at. Let's see, who is it? It's honestly the most annoyed with Sarshan, but it can't get at Sarshan. Sarshan's inside the Quelzarn.
It's also so funny to think of it like gently opening a window and then pulling furniture out from that window and throwing it, and then
Yeah.
gently closing it afterwards.
Absolutely. I'm gonna chuck Erin, give me an object inside the house that could be grabbed at random.
Well, there's the bathtub.
Oh yeah, the bathtub. Yeah, it's gonna pull out that bathtub from the and throw it at Ilya. It seems to have maybe like daddy issues.
Wow.
Like the most accurate claw machine ever.
Okay,
For
that
us,
is
intercepted.
a 17 to hit Ilya with the bathtub.
Yes.
Okay, so this bathtub gets chucked across the harbor. Well, not the harbor, across the dock at Ilya for 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Oh, Ilya.
That's not good at all.
Ilya is a bit breakable.
Well, remember he's a battlesmith, so he is substantial.
It's
He's
not
just
too bad.
short. Okay, but also 19 damage is 19 damage, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bathtub.
Yeah,
Right.
Also
If
just
he
the
did less,
insult
I'd be
of being hit
confused.
with a bathtub.
Okay, and that's going to... Wait, what's its reach with that attack? 30? Okay.
Oh boy.
It is going to... the thing you have to remember about the witch hut is that it is like 50 feet tall. So this square that it's occupying is sort of like where its legs are kind of standing in, but its legs alone are like 25 feet long or so, which means it's going to try to stomp on Cecilia with one of its legs, because it's got 25 feet reach with the stomp attack. So, Erin, have you seen a secretary bird like try to kill something?
I have watched videos of a secretary bird stomping on a snake.
Yeah, so this is what it's doing to Cecilia.
Whoa!
Doing its little like.
Yeah.
move. Great.
That's going to be a 27 to hit.
Oh,
I'm assuming that
definitely
hits.
hits.
Yeah. So, Cecilia, you are going to take...
You're very
26
quiet.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Ugh.
You're gonna have that.
Yeah. Okay, so 13, which is going to finish off Armor of Agathis, but it gets one more blast of 25 cold damage.
Ooh, okay.
And
It's 25 cold damage, you say?
25. Yep.
As I'm casting it as a 5th level spell, so
Okay. The witch hut reels back from the cold damage, and as it does, something falls out of it. Let's see. It's going to land on the pier nearby the swarm of books.
That's what happens when you stomp the hand that feeds you.
That's right.
Perfect.
Okay. Also, so all right.
A staff of fire lands on the pier beside the swarm of books, having fallen out of the witch hut.
Huh.
Ooh.
That's tempting.
That is the end of the witch hut's turn, bringing us to Artemisia.
I just took damage, so I can use Misty Escape.
That's
you
right,
all are
you can.
In the,
Nice.
You are all in the house. I don't think you need another person in the house.
Misty Escape works like Misty Step, right? 30 feet spot you can see.
It's 60 feet. And when you land, you're invisible.
Do you want to land on top of the Quelzarn?
That's my thinking. I'm wondering if I want to jump on the Quelzarn's head.
Yeah, do it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Let's just do it. I'm going to jump on the Quelzarn's head.
All right. All right,
That way, if
Artemisia.
the witch hut comes after me again, it's going to have to punch the Quelzarn for me.
The stage
smart.
is set.
So the pardon me.
Okay. Can I just say, staff, fire, books of steamy dalliances, temptation is there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of books that can burn, Kayla.
You know
Everything burns.
Reverting to bad habits.
Okay, Rhiannon.
So power word stun going on the Quelzarn.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. That
Awesome.
is a saving throw, right?
Yep.
Nah, it depends on how many hit points it has, right?
Well, so it'll only work if it has 150 or fewer, and then, like, if we know that it's going to have any effect at all, and then there's the.
Then there's a save.
No,
No,
it's
there's
just
no
150.
save. If it's under
Oh,
150 hit points, it just happens.
So it's,
Okay.
the save is for ending the
I
stunning.
need to check something about the Quelzarn.
If it has some kind of legendary resistance that can stop it.
They don't affect because a legendary resistance is triggered by failing a saving.
Yeah,
throw.
that's a saving
So
throw,
if
right?
there's no saving throw, there's no legendary resistance. It's also got some magic resistance that gives it advantage on those saving throws, but again, there's no saving throw. It also has an ability that does something cool if it rolls a nat 20 on the saving throw, but again, there are
Not
no
a saving throw.
saving
Right.
throws. So
Power word cheese.
Yeah. So
Boom.
what is happening is the Quelzarn is stunned. Nope.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Sorry, Erin, I hit the wrong token. There we go. The Quelzarn is stunned. So that is bad for it. Great for most of the rest of y'all.
Rhiannon, that was amazing.
Beautiful. You found the loophole.
I was
Yeah, so
saving it.
The Quelzarn cannot take actions or reactions or, frankly, for that matter, bonus actions. Additionally, it can't move. It can only speak falteringly. You haven't really heard it speak, though. Auto fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage.
And we know that it's under 150 hit points.
You sure do.
And it's Starshin's turn.
Yeah, Artemisia, do you want to move anywhere, or are you happy where you are?
Well, let me move at least a little bit closer. No, I gotta do the wrong thing. And then I still have a Crown of Stars moat.
Mm-hmm.
And the rug isn't really threatening anybody right now, right?
Not at the moment.
Okay. It would be real overkill to like do a moat at one of the knives around Florin. Or he's
Probably
inside,
would,
isn't he? So
yeah.
I can't really see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna moat the witch house.
Okay.
Just kind of ping it a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Give me that attack roll.
Okay. That was
All right.
a 1. So
That's a
12.
natural one. That is
Yeah.
going to absolutely miss the witch hut. That moat is gone. That moat is a fallen star in the sea of fallen stars.
Poetic.
Sarshin, you are inside the Quelzarn's mouth.
Satselia, my love, I will strike this beast down in one mighty blow. And if I fail, I am counting on you to kill it.
Heads up, I'm on its head.
Yep. So
I'm also invisible, just so you know.
I'm holding the jaw apart with one arm, and like my muscles are rippling like something out of a Captain America movie.
Mhm.
And I got the sword, and the sword I cast Searing Smite, so the sword starts bursting with flame. And I say, I push my hair back, just in the wind. I have many names. I am the Crimson Wolf, the Eternal Champion, the Witch Knight who walks the path of Samsara. And I am also known as you again. But I am always the love of Satselia, and I am Sarshan. And then I'm gonna stab it.
Amazing. I'm going to give you advantage on your attack roll.
Well, it is stunned, so
Yeah, that's true.
And,
I don't need to give it to you. You have it fair and square.
I am gonna share a little secret with you, Ben. I already rolled the attack roll, and I did crit it.
Thank you so much for doing that, Erik. Did you already roll the damage?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
do that right now.
Okay.
So, as I mentioned in a previous game, I did some calculations. So here we go.
That's a lot
do you
of
have
dice.
Do you have any particular crit effects?
Regular raw crit, so double dice.
just double
plus
the
C
dice.
mod. Yep.
Okay.
Double
So
dice
let's
plus your
see.
modifier.
So let's see. That's 1.
The damage types are sword, radiant, and fire,
5.
right?
Sword, force, radiant, and fire. Because
Okay,
there's
amazing.
an Eldritch Smite that goes into it as well.
Right. Very good.
Yeah.
Additionally, the party has 2 potions of healing that they can use if they so desire. These potions were donated by a gnomish transmuter wizard and guild master of a adventuring company called Sword Coast Solutions named Urban Tobus, and also my best friend Dan. So
Just so that everyone in the audience knows, this is 15d8 and 5d6.
Jesus.
wow.
Oh, sorry.
Also, you guys
sorry,
have another.
Not quite that many. It's only 12d8 and
Okay.
5d6. I mean,
Uh,
times 2, so it's going to be
Strength.
24d8 and 10d6. Here we go.
Also, thanks to Anthemus, you guys have another party inspiration.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Anthemus.
Okay.
I'm feeling a little bad here. Like, this poor Quelzarn, it's legendary, it survived this long. Like, it gets
Oh, yeah, it's-
enticed in, and then
it's over a
people
century
start
old.
wailing on it.
It's only here for love, too.
And now it's going to be dead. It was
Shouldn't have tried to eat a Warlock Paladin.
So that's, let's see. All right, so that's the first roll.
Hexblade, Warlock, Paladin.
Sorry, I
5E's
only
most
have so many
broken
dice. I
build.
got to roll them all again.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think it's at least appropriate that it's Erik doing this.
Hey.
That is 158 damage. Oh no, 165 damage. I forgot my 7
Erik.
modifier.
Erik, I want you to know something, Erik. When this fight started, now the Quelzarn has some resistances, it has some immunities. It was immune to lightning, so if Artemisia had tried that, it wouldn't have worked, but she didn't. It's resistant to cold, but that's it didn't get the Armor of Agathis treatment. And so when it started this fight, it had 170 hit points. And you did 165 damage just now.
Good.
So Sarshan can absolutely add the title Quelzarn Slayer to his long list of titles. As the beast, your sword stabs up through the top of its skull, essentially burns its brain to ashes in an instant, melts the top of its face off, revealing Sarshan to Cecilia, who's standing there invisible, and then the entire beast is going to fall and flop into the ocean. I need the 2 of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
we start falling. I reach out my hand. I can't see Cecilia, and I have no actions left, but I'm gonna reach out my hand.
Ryan, how do you feel about being a rebound?
Cecilia, you get a +5 to the save because you're within 10 feet of me. So
Okay.
I mean, unless its head is really, really thick.
For some reason, my saving throws aren't refusing to roll on that.
I only got an 11, so
Okay, I got an 8 with you said +5?
yeah.
Okay, and then Ilya. So he can only give one person +4
Flash of
to
Genius,
the
that's right.
roll. He can't even see Cecilia, so he will give the Flash of Genius to Sarshan. You
So I
can
got a
get
15.
+4.
And so what did Cecilia get?
Cecilia got a 13.
13. Okay. Cecilia's going to hit the water and take 10 points of fall damage. Sarshan's taking 5.
Halved because of the warding bond.
Okay,
yeah.
so Cecilia's going to take 5 and Sarshan's going to take 10?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Just strike that, reverse it, thanks to warding bond.
Was Cecilia able to take Sarshan's hand as we were falling from the sky?
What do I need to do to see if I can do that?
Oh, give me a, let's say, a dexterity check.
Don't hold your breath, bud.
I believe in the power of love. That's what I'm saying.
You 7.
Okay,
No.
I don't believe that
Slaps-
much in it.
Slaps at your hand. And she's like,
God,
Okay, you
I'm
guys
like-
are both. You guys are both in the water.
I love you as well.
you didn't slap your
And
face, so.
thanks to plant growth, you guys can only move a quarter of your regular speed in the water.
Hmm. Okay,
Gross.
Sarshan wraps Cecilia in his arms.
Can you swim?
No, can you?
Better than you. I think, as established, this is So it's sort
So-
of like Rapture was like, babe, keep kicking.
In case anyone is curious, nobody paid for my brief rant here, but I'm just gonna tell you, like, that's me burning 3 spell slots on Elder's Smite,
Mhm.
Paladin's Divine Smite, and casting the Searing Smite at 3rd level.
Mhm.
Okay, so I can only pull out the nuke like once a combat reliably. But
Yeah.
when I can pull it out, that's when I can pull it out. And that is why the 2024 D&D rules have changed how paladins function.
Yep. The witch hut.
Spider's gonna smite.
That's right.
Spider's gonna
One
swing.
is all you need.
The witch hut rears back, and its floorboards groan, and its thatched roof shudders. And Ryan, give me an animal handling check, or insight maybe is more appropriate.
18. Finally.
Yeah.
Okay, you know in your heart of hearts that the witch hut is upset and heartbroken,
Oh,
and it is going to pull out a wand and fire at Sarshan, who murdered its lover.
yep. Mhm. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
Well, I guess you get a save here.
Cool.
So you need to make me a charisma saving throw.
Well, does Sarshan happen to be a charisma character? He does.
Oh, sorry, it's wisdom. My mistake.
That's okay. My wisdom's pretty good too.
Okay.
I got a 22 on my save.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
That is a success. So you are not polymorphed into a prawn.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Okay.
I know you're upset with me, House. But honestly, when you look back on this in the future, it will be for your own good.
Oh, Lord.
The rug can't really reach anyone. Right now, it's not going to dive into the water. And it's sort of just backing away slowly from the ever-increasing fire. It's going to take the dodge action, I guess, is what we're going to call that. The swarm of books is going to fly at Sarshan in the water.
Okay.
You know, it's age-old enemy.
Great. Yep. Hmm.
So
Water is age-old enemy.
I was thinking Sarshan, but the 5 books who are left are going to attack Sarshan with their book club
Yep.
attack. So that is going to be... Oh, that's only a 12. You're fine. And Caleb, you are inside the house. There are a large number of animated knives. There's an animated table. There's an animated broom. They are surrounding you. Mounted at the top of the ceiling is a gong. The mallet for that gong is on the floor. The top of the wall at the ceiling height.
Wait, on the floor where?
It's rolling on the floor probably about 15 feet away from you. You can't get to it because of the way you've been hemmed in by animated objects without, like, taking an opportunity attack.
Well, I've already taken 5 opportunity attacks. What's a couple more?
Okay. So you want to run for the mallet?
Run for... Can I, in one
Fly.
turn, get the mallet and then strike the gong?
Yeah, as long as you don't use your action for anything else, you could go for the mallet and then fly up and strike the gong, because it's an action to strike the gong.
And that is what I will attempt to do.
Okay, we're going to do a bunch of opportunity attacks on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8! Wait a second.
Just 8 from the knives. There's more to come after that. Okay, Kalith is a 21 AC, so 1. Only hitting you 1 time out of all of those. For 3 points of slashing damage.
I'm just imagining Kayla just matrixing out of the way of all of these knives. It's just boop, 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 boop.
Then the animated broom is going to try and attack you. Just sort of bash you.
Wait, so when it tries to hit Kayla, do we get an attack of opportunity if it's like chasing her?
No, she's moving past it to get to the mallet. They're not moving.
So what I'm imagining here is like all those knives and all the brooms and everything, when they hit her and deal damage, they're knocking the feathers from her wings, and she's taking like emotional damage from this.
The broom
Emotional
completely misses
anesthetic
you.
damage, the worst kind.
Yeah. The broom completely misses you, so you're fine. The animated table is just barely able to like hit you. It kind of rears up like a horse and tries to like stomp you with its table legs. You are going to take 12 bludgeoning damage from the animated table.
Still going.
Okay. Then you are able to fly over to the mallet and strike the gong. So you strike on the show gong of dispelling, the rules of which I need to quickly remind myself of. Okay. When you strike the gong, an effect equivalent to an 8th level dispel magic goes off, and everything within earshot is affected, which means that all of the animated objects, including the hut itself, need to make saves. What is Kalith's spell save DC?
Spell save.
It's probably like 19, right?
Spell save. Where would that be?
It's at the top of your.
Yeah, if you click on spells, it'll be save DC will be the 3rd listed number.
You know what? D&D Beyond has not been working for me. It's been all black screen.
All right,
so
what's your intelligence? What's your intelligence? 20?
Intelligence is 20.
Okay, then your save DC is 19.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Animated broom. Animated table. Great. So, all of the animated objects inside the house that are attacking you guys basically all drop to the ground. They're all just regular objects again. Stong, I guess, can your boat make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. But I mean, I think it's also okay. He would just let it
served its
go.
purpose.
Yeah.
You're not emotionally attached like with the barrel.
No, yeah. This boat and I just met.
It's a casual
Okay.
thing.
And the witch hut, just
How
so
did
everybody
that-
knows, has a plus 11 to its Constitution saving throws.
I want it to be sturdy.
Yeah. So
It's good craftsmanship.
it's good craftsmanship. So that's going to be it rolled a 9, so that's a mod 20. So just over the spell save DC, the witch hut does not go down.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh.
But it was a good try from Kalith. Ilya's turn.
Okay, let's see. Ilya is nowhere near the action, so he's going to run up to there with his main action, and then I think he can get through the arcane gate. If I'm measuring right. So he'll jump up into the house with the others.
Yeah, that seems about right. Probably had to dash to do that.
Yeah, that was his
Okay.
whole action.
Cool.
But he has his bonus action still, right? So he's gonna tell Ferris to keep moving, even though Ferris is still creeping along in the algae.
Yeah.
Wait, did that
Cool.
go? No, does that go with dispel magic?
No, everything within 30 feet of the gong. The hut's 50 feet tall, so it doesn't reach down to the water.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, Ferris is just slowly making his way.
Did Ferris double move? Because we that's what we did the previous round, right?
He only can move like 10 feet.
10 feet.
Though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
10
it's
feet
20
and then
feet
another
on the
10
double.
feet.
Yep.
Oh, I think I got that wrong because I think I only moved him 10. Yeah.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
So you can do 10 more.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. There we go. It's
Great.
There.
Okay, back up to Ryan. You are inside the house. You're invisible.
I think my invisibility is done because it's short. It's short duration. It's not invisibility.
It's like the one round.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I should have said that earlier.
That's okay.
I am sorry, go ahead.
I'm hoping you're going to make an impassioned plea to the witch
I-
hut, but we're going to have to wait and see.
I am passionately. I'm so much better than that sea creature. We had such a lovely night that I don't really remember, but I know it was great, and I slept on its foot.
You feel it in your heart.
I do. I'm gonna just make this plea to this creature around me to come back to me, and I don't care that it didn't love me, but now that opportunity is gone, and here I am inside it, ready for it to love me back.
Give me a persuasion check,
God,
please.
it's so weird.
Oh my god, no, I love this. Do we have inspirations left?
You have one left.
I'm sorry, I was laughing over what you said to give you.
Persuasion.
Persuasion, thank you. I don't have a ton of that. Let's see how this goes. 12, 15.
Speaking from your heart, without guile, just honesty.
Man, I
The
walked
witch
in
hut-
at the weirdest time.
The witch hut pauses as
My
if
love.
considering your words. It puts down the wand of polymorph and considers what you've said. Lauren, your turn.
Help me.
Your childhood best friend just gave an impassioned plea of love to the house you're inside.
I would have called you Hero Gunther. Help me.
Yeah, can I make an Arcana check to see if I ring this gong and it fails the save, if it can never come back as it is currently?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
That's an 18.
The witch hut will fall unconscious for a minute.
Okay, so it's not dead and gone.
Yeah, it's just gonna get knocked out for a little while.
Cool. Caliph is still next to the gong, right?
Yep.
Can I use a mage hand to just take the thing and ring the bell?
Mage hand's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
And they got rid of the thing where mage hand can't use magic items.
Yeah, that was a previous edition.
Yeah, okay. It's funny because I've been playing 5e for almost a decade. It is my primary edition. And I only messed that up because Erin tells that story so
It
often.
is such a good story, though. That's the thing.
So it always makes me reconsider.
If you missed it, it used to be a really cheap identify magic item. You pick it up, guess what? You had a magic item.
So you can absolutely try to hit the gong with a mage hand.
So Florin holds out his hand to do the mage hand and looks at Moss and just goes, "You can be there when it wakes up and be the first thing it sees."
Amazing. So another gong of anti-magic or dispel magic rings out, which has a very weird effect because it immediately dispels your mage hand. It's gone immediately afterwards. What is your spell save DC?
Also 19.
Okay.
Wow.
That was, again, it has a plus 11 to its con saves, which is what it's making here. That was a 15. And so the witch hut falls unconscious, which does mean that it sort of collapses over onto its side on this little platform here.
I mean, it could just come down nicely, like a nice little butterfly?
No, it's sort of been knocked out like as if you sort of conked it over the head. Except for Calith, who can fly, I would like everyone inside the witch hut to make me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I don't have those.
16.
Well, couldn't you lie about me being more balanced than deft? 12.
12. Okay.
21.
21. And Ryan.
23.
Okay, who got 12?
Ilya.
Ilya. Okay. So...
Does Ilya get dumped out into the water? I'm just saying.
The witch hut absorbs some of this damage, so you guys, even if you fail the save, you're still only taking half. Half is... Actually, the witch hut takes none of that damage because it's... Or no, half of the damage again, so 4. Ilya's going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Everybody else takes 4, except for Caleb, who takes nothing. And you guys are... Wait a minute. Okay. I was like, you guys are out of combat. There is this rug still. Cecilia, what would you like to do about the rug?
So we're kind of floating in the sea, but like there's this huge amount of algae bloom, right? So we're like super buoyant and we're just floating on the surface.
Disgusting, slimy.
It's disgusting and slimy, but so comfortable.
Okay, I would like the rug. I just don't want the rug. Let's see.
I make sure to pull Cecilia on top of Sarshan so that she doesn't have to experience the slimy textures.
She's just gonna Eldritch Blast the rug.
Yeah.
She likes the rug, but it did try to kill Sarshan, so...
That's fair enough.
Okay, so that one's a 27.
Certainly hits.
And that one's a 19.
Yep. Both
that
of
one's
those.
an 18.
Yep.
And that's a 22.
Yeah, all of those hit. It's a rug.
We can get a new rug.
8 damage. And then, 7 damage. I'm not rolling very good damage here. More 7, and then 1 more. That's better. 14 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was 3 more than you needed. So you blast apart that rug.
I think a nice dire bear rug next time.
It's gonna get stuff in the fur.
Oh, you're right. Probably another Karaturan rug then.
All right, and you guys are out of combat.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
And so
the fire's still expanding.
Yeah, the pier is definitely still on fire, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunately, it's
house over
over
like
water.
Sorry.
Anyone got create water?
I'm just
shape
looking.
water?
I don't.
I could just wall of force it maybe, and then just
Oh yeah, that would work.
Extinguish it.
I'm gonna climb up on this stone thing and pull Sarshan up with me.
Well, I'm hanging out in the water a little bit because I'm still. Sarshan looks back slightly wistfully at the floating Quelzarn corpse and says, "Long before I met you, Cecilia."
Are you gonna tell me you had a thing with the Quelzarn? Because I don't want to hear about it. Past is the past, and definitely in this case.
I've been eaten by the Quelzarn before, but that's not important. The point is, I swore an oath of the ancients, and those things that are ancient to the world must be preserved.
What does that mean?
Oh no.
Do you trust me?
Mostly, yes, maybe. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I doggy paddle back out to the Quelzarn corpse,
Oh my God.
and then I cast Revivify on it.
Yeah, that revivify that you've had prepped this whole time.
That's right.
Yeah. Chekhov's revivify.
Well, it's gonna offer to
Actually,
make it
before I
well.
cast Revivify, I cast Speak with Animals on myself.
That's
Because
fair.
I'm an Oath of Ancients paladin, so that's one of the spells that's regularly prepared.
Cool.
And then I cast Revivify, and then I speak with the Quelzarn.
You don't. I'm so sorry.
I try to speak with the Quelzarn.
Because Revivify doesn't restore missing body parts like that brain that you seared to ashes or the top of its face that you blew off.
No.
So that's not going to work, unfortunately.
Okay. Let me suggest something to you. The spell might not restore the Quelzarn in itself, but it might reveal an interesting life cycle aspect to the Quelzarn, which is that most of its body sloughs off, leaving a little baby Quelzarn.
Okay. I like where you're going, and I'm looking at chat.
Chat, what do you think, chat?
What chat? Should I do that, or should I do something much worse?
That's leading the witness a little, no?
Yeah, I feel like that's leading the witness.
I'm not going to object, though.
Is it going to be the number of votes, or the first person to vote, or how are you going to weigh this?
You know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I talked earlier today in chat about the fact that I didn't think we were going to have like little, witch hut babies because like that's a really short gestation cycle. Also, I said that the witch hut didn't have a uterus. But we don't know the gender of the Quelzarn. So the Quelzarn sloughs away as your failed revivify fails to take hold, leaving in your hands, Sarshan, a little eel, essentially about 3 feet long, that sort of is emerging from one end and out the other from a little house, like a turtle shell. It's clearly blind.
We will raise it as our own.
What have I done? It's so cute.
And I'm actually at this point, a minute's going to pass and then the house is going to wake up. You guys are powerful adventurers. You're going to figure out a way to put out that fire. It's fine. So I'm actually going to turn this over to kind of Erin to kind of wrap up the RP portion of this. But I'll still, be here for any weird questions that might come up about anything.
I feel like, well, first things first, I think Ilya has, whatever attachment Ilya has given to this house, he's going to go and rip it out before the house wakes up. Not that I'm throwing it away, just that we are gonna have to do some working on it.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a problem.
Quelzarn, by the way, are attracted to magic items. They are also like really attracted, weirdly enough, to enchantment magic. They're quite susceptible to mind control, which is why Ilya thought that adding Quelzarn glands to the house to make it more susceptible to commands was a good idea.
It made perfect sense.
Perfect sense.
Okay, so, now you're in the house. The house is still out cold. It feels like there's a very important thing to deal with, which is, Rye, what are you gonna do now?
The house and I are gonna raise the baby.
Okay, this is like tiny little problem that's standing outside. I'm just saying, this is Cecilia and Sarshan's house. They live in it.
Yeah, but I don't need to live in. I don't need to live with it.
Can the house even tell you? Can the house even consent? It doesn't talk.
I don't remember. We had
18 years of child support.
I had lots of drink. 18 years. I think it's all going to take longer than that.
2,000 years of child support.
It gestated really fast. Maybe it's going to die in a 10-day. We don't know.
I don't want our eel house baby to die in a 10-day.
Where is it your house?
Like it's ours now too. We're
Yeah.
gonna raise it as a community. I'm gonna stay here.
takes a
I can
village.
be near my best friend and all of you, and we're gonna raise it as a community, and it's gonna
I
That'd
have
be
come,
awesome.
fall in love with the bartender at the wedding. I swear.
I have come to a decision after the events of the last few days. Florin, you are pack.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ilya,
What?
you are a little bit of a dick, but you are also pack.
He's got you there, but it's a nice thing.
Rye,
I threw you this nice party.
I'm a dick too.
I appreciate that, and I did everything I could possibly do and could possibly not do to ruin it, and I appreciate your efforts and patience. Rye, you are also pack by marriage.
Okay. I think you might...
This eel house is pack.
Oh, okay. Sergeant, sweetheart, I think you might still be a little drunk. Maybe?
You might be right.
He might also have taken a bit of a blow to the head when he, hit the water.
Yeah, the wild thing is that he didn't do this last night.
Florin, well, not that we
Ilya-
remember.
Fair.
Florin and Ilya are definitely pack, though.
Okay. Listen, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because actually I'm having trouble reading the spell list. Ilya has a bunch of healing magic. He is going to come over and actually I think if he hits something with his sword, it makes it heal. So he's going to hit the witch house and then it'll heal you.
The sword of healing.
Yeah. Healing energy flows into a creature object he can see for 4d6 hit points. So go sit down, man. You don't look good. Which is basically like we're best friends now from Ilya.
I appreciate you.
Was Sarshan the only person who took damage? No, Caliph.
So you took a little and Ilya.
Yeah, I took 7 damage.
Yeah.
I took 10 damage.
Okay.
Well, Artemisia's going to be like getting there, flying in, and she can healing spell you, Florin.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't want anybody else to healing spell you.
Florin knows this at this point and stops someone from healing. He's like, no, Mia's got
It's
me.
like, I have mass cure wounds! You're like, no.
Everyone but me. Mia will
No.
fight you.
Don't worry. I can take care of myself. Don't worry.
I still feel like this is... You guys don't need to have a wedding. You've basically you had a big fight with a monster. 2 monsters. That's love. A bunch of your friends were here.
You slew monsters
You're just
together.
trying
That
to
is
get out
love.
of being around a large group of people.
Okay, yeah, but also...
Yeah, your sister wants it, so it's going to happen.
She doesn't argue with it, though, which seems to suggest that Cecilia agrees with you. She sees that you have Artemisia's best interests at heart. And from Cecilia, that's like, welcome to the family.
Mm,
You have weird friends, Florin.
I know.
All right. Well, then let's see. I think that might be everything we have to... Oh, no. Where's Lorcan?
Where's Lorcan?
That's a great question, Erin.
No,
I
you
have
see,
to decide. You had the whole witch hunt.
the real question is,
Did he go?
who is Lorcan?
Florin's dad.
Why are you talking
Sergeant's
about
like, wait.
Okay.
Who?
Okay, Cecilia's gonna go into the house, and it's a disaster, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not her disaster. So, she is gonna kind of climb up the stairs. Is the door locked? Jammed?
Yawning open with the table collapsed in front of it?
I think the door to upstairs, like where the bedroom is and stuff, I think is barred from the inside, like has been jammed with something.
I barred the trap door. You said no one should go in the bedroom.
Someone inside has barred it. She's been
Oh, it
banging the
is.
door.
You know, that makes
Hey!
sense.
If you make me break my window, I'm gonna be really mad.
Fine, says the voice on the other end.
I guess I have to take over Lorcan. So the door unbars. I guess Lorcan has been hiding up here. he's gonna kind of lean down and be like, okay, so when you said you were planning to get up to a lot of stuff for your party, did not expect the house running off in the middle of the night. Is Florin okay? He like looks around for you, Florin.
Oh, hey. Glad you're hearing that, you know. Are you okay?
A little shaken up, but 58 Iranese half-sisters, I've had worse.
Terrifying.
Yeah, they're not coming to your wedding.
Nah, please don't. Yeah.
No. Hard rule.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Is Florin's aunt coming to his wedding?
Serchi? Once again, not if I can help it.
Yeah, well, do y'all want to go to like a lunch? Like, I don't know what we do after we defeated a thing and it's a weird bachelorette party thing.
We know a great place. They have these dumplings that are super good.
Okay, cool. As long as they don't attack us, I'm down.
I like dumplings.
Maybe no alcohol.
Like, oh no, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
I
Not a
have
chance.
a bottle of sherry. It's really nice.
Lorcan, of course, will reiterate that he cannot get drunk. Also, Lorcan might know more about Quelzarn and Witch Hut physiology now than he ever wanted to.
And I never ever want to think about it again.
He's cursed with knowledge.
We won't talk about it in ever. Yeah.
I would like to talk about it. Can we talk about it and what we want?
Hey,
We
you know
shall
what?
talk about it, my friends.
He's suddenly chill with you. Yeah, good time to talk.
There we go. We'll get over whatever that first thing between them was with this peace offering
Bonding
of,
moment.
Yep.
of horrifying knowledge. Lorcan will process his trauma. Rye will get a glimpse into what the witch house is into. By the way, Cecilia is not signing off on this. I think that's probably a good place to stop for the night. For
This
our,
very
like,
messy
second
family
day.
makes its way back to a taste of Terra.
All right, so that wraps up our second day of Extra Life. We have raised. Let me reload this just in case we missed a little bit. We have raised $3,493 for Children's Miracle Network.
Heck
Woo!
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Still up if you realize that you wish you'd made a donation. We will leave it up for a little bit longer. I will post in the Discord how long we'll leave those incentives available for the out of game things. But thank you so much for helping us make this a success. We know we put it together a little last minute, but we hope you had fun. We had fun, I think. I had fun.
Heck yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Speak for all of you,
Great
it was great.
times.
Just a reminder that everyone who donated will end up with the PDF of your best game ever, right?
That's
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And yeah, before we do our goodbyes, our outros, should we go ahead and well, actually, let's do this. We have 2 more giveaways to do. We have
I think we have 3 more, don't we?
oh, we do. We have 3
Mhm.
more.
Yeah, we
Oh,
have one of
wow.
each.
Aren't you glad you stayed around? We have an extravaganza of giveaways. We have 1 giveaway from Phoenix Stifles. We have 1 giveaway from Norse Foundry, and we have 1 more giveaway from Monty Cook Games. So if you have not entered yet, !ticket is the way to enter. If you've already entered, you're already in the pool. But let's go around and tell everybody, you know, who you are, what awesome things you're working on, and where people can find you. Looking at my screen, I'm going to say let's start at the top with Shanna.
I'm Shanna Germain, co-founder and co-owner of Monty Cook Games. I just finished working on the next Old Gods of Appalachia roleplay book.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm having so much fun. And I apologize in whatever the opposite of in advance is for all the house shenanigans.
Great. I'm sorry. You're not looking to say I'm sorry. You're saying you're welcome.
You're
for
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
house shenanigans. That's
Yeah,
the
that
part
was
that's
awesome.
reversed. Because that
I
was
love
great.
you.
Totally.
Trevor, I'm going down the line.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I'm Treavor Bettis. You can find me at trevorbettis.com and on the Dungeons Scrawlers Twitch channel where you're at right now, playing a whole bunch of games throughout the week. And you can also find me on the Writing About Dragons and Shit podcast with Erin and B-Dave. So, yeah.
Wait, Rhiannon.
Okay, sorry.
That's fine.
I've been Rhiannon Held. Check out my books: Urban Fantasy under Rhiannon Held, the Silver Series, Anthropological Werewolves, and under RZ Held, my space opera novellas, Amsterdam Institute series. So novellas, short, little bite size. Check them out. Also, if you liked that sort of spicy stuff that was in the chat books, the place to go for more of that is also my space opera novellas.
Oh, I was worried you were saying that there was like Florin and Artemisia ones. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I did not sign off on this.
Bonus content.
Yang Yang.
Yo, what's up, everybody? My name's Yang Wang. Thank you so much for joining us for the weekend. For as little or as much as you did, we've raised so much money for Extra Life, and we just really appreciate like all of your time and your donations.
Ben.
Okay, hey, my name's Ben Rowe. You probably know me from the modding the Twitch channel. I'm usually in concentration check. I'm also a moderator on the Discord, so you probably know me from there. In addition to those duties, I'm the programming coordinator at the Calgary Cinematheque. I co-host a horror movie podcast with my wife called Scream Scene. We just came back from a big hiatus for season 2. We have covered every horror movie ever made from 1895 to 1961 and ranked them on a big master list from best to worst. And we are continuing to make our way through one movie at a time. So you can check that out at screamscenepodcast.com. And also, I write material for D&D 5e that I sell on the DMs Guild. One of my incentives was a bundle of all that material. I have 3 adventures. I also have fairy species stats, and coming soon, Wilden. That was a little bit delayed because I had to see what the 2024 books were going to be like and make it compatible. But if you got the bundle, you're going to get all of that stuff. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, so much for playing and donating.
Okay, Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily Teng, and thank you so much for playing. And I swear, again, I am not a shill, but I just made the worst. Well, I don't want to say just, but like they just released the worst plane in all of Magic to live on, and I'm super happy about it. Love it.
It is the best plane, especially for Halloween.
And it disturbed me as I was working on it. So yay! Please go explore it and then have nightmares, because that would be amazing.
Is that the Innistrad remastered set?
It's
No.
Dustborn.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Dustborn.
It is my
Ooh.
current favorite set right now.
Amazing.
Go see all of the dark things that bump in Kayla's imagination. Or
Literally, like if you needed a reason to do it, it is a plane that was taken over by a haunted house. The whole plane is a haunted house. That's awesome.
Okay, I need to reiterate again that all opinions and thoughts expressed in the stream are my own and do not represent Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, I don't work for Wizards of the Coast, but I'll just say it's
Wizards
awesome.
of the Coast thinks you do amazing work, because otherwise I have to speak to somebody. All right, Erik.
So good. I am Erik Scott to be one of the Dungeon Scrawlers, writer, game designer. I have a book coming out in January, which is the 3rd book in my Justice Vengeance series. I should really talk about this more on the Discord, so I will. It's a kind of like somewhat gritty, grounded, modern take on superheroes, and it's super fun. And I'm going to start writing book 4 pretty soon, so there's plenty to go around. I am also a noted Fae enthusiast, and so I will be bothering Ben about all of that information. And thank you so much. Last night I GM'd the Shadow of the Demon Lord game, which raised a bunch of money as well. We still have some money to go to hit our overall goal. So, if you have a few bucks to kick in, we would be grateful. And so would the kids of the Children's Miracle Network. I want to give one last call to action, which is to go vote. This is a very important election here in America, in case you haven't been paying attention. Together, we will defeat Trump again, right? That's, I'm not saying that's the official position of the Dungeon Scrawlers, but it is the official position of Dungeon Scrawlers. So please vote, and let's get this done.
Yes,
Thank
us
you,
Canadians
everybody.
would like to have less anxiety about things that we can't control.
Correct.
So please go vote.
Correct. If anything, we want to be less embarrassing as a country. So please vote blue. Okay. And thank you all for coming with us on this adventure. I very much appreciate it.
All right. And I am Erin M.Evans. You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Erin M.Evans, on Instagram at All the Ironies. But mostly you can find me on the Dungeon Scrawlers Discord. You can, like Treavor said, check me out on Writing About Dragons and shit. You can join me and Treavor on Mondays for Concentration Check, co-writing space at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. You can also join us on Sunday for Treavor and Erin play The Return of the Obra Dinn. We'll be back at that next weekend because we're definitely not doing it tonight. And you can pick up my books. The Books of the Usurper, Empire of Exiles, and Relics of Ruin are out. Season of Sacrifice is coming soon. Also, I have RuneScape, The Gift of Guthix. If you would like one of those books, you can donate $45 to Extra Life, and I will send you a signed copy. I also have copies of the hardcover of The Devil You Know. If you would like one of those, I don't have a ton, but I have some. And I also have, just as another incentive that is available, there is one more 30-minute pep talk from me, from Auntie Follow Your Heart, for your whatever writing project you've got going on. You can tell me about it. I will tell you what's cool about it. I will hype you up and get you ready, especially if you are participating in what is not NaNoWriMo anymore, but we're calling apparently Novelember, which I'm down for. It's a great time, and it's a great cause, right? Also, if you really don't want that, I did agree to rant about something for 30 minutes. So that is what we got going on. We have the drawings, the giveaways. Are we ready to pull?
Yeah, just tell me the prizes. I've pulled the names.
All right.
Just first prize.
First one is
Drum roll.
for
What is the first prize?
Phoenix
Okay.
Dice.
Shay Dark Song.
Shay Dark Song!
Hey!
I'm gonna have to do a nicer one. All right, let's
Long-time friend of the channel. She's on the call. She's doing our tech
call right now. Right?
We've been doing our
Doing
tech
that.
for the last several hours.
Thanks, Allie. We
real one.
so
We're
appreciate
gonna
your
wrap it
efforts.
up. All right, now the Monty Cook Games, your best game ever print copy or $50 coupon for the online store.
Bookish Barbarian.
Bookish
Yeah!
Congratulations! And then last, the Norse Foundry gift certificate.
And
Monk of Greyhawk.
oh my yay!
You're so lucky. You're so lucky. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you again for supporting Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network. We hope that we'll see you here for our regular shows and that you'll see us for our next charity event. Thank you guys for playing and coming along with us on this long and cuckoo journey.
Heck yeah.
It was a lot of fun. But for now, we will take off. Thank you guys and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.